Anyways, hey, this is Ross Bain with Rule-Playing Public Radio. We're playing Scum and Villainy. This is the crew of the Star Dancer, which is you have renamed into Oddball, right? Or no, what is it?
Did we vote on the name?
No, we didn't vote on because we decided we had done too many fake names.
So no, your crew reputation is Oddball.
Yeah.
We're going to keep calling it different names.
Yeah.
As a kind of
I had a ton
Just
of
to
names
see,
written
just to
down
see
here.
what sticks.
All right, so we'll just call this campaign Oddball because you guys are certainly that is the reputation going forward. We'll see how well that works out for you. We have also a guest player here tonight, Chris, the original voice of AV3 on the RPPR sketch. Say hello, Chris.
Oh, great to be back.
Yep.
Hell yeah!
Hooray.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. So the thing is, the players have come in with their characters' actual names, but not their aliases. So we'll do that all as we're recording. We'll start with one player. One player introduces their character and what you would know about them, and then the rest of the crew can propose aliases for them. So we'll start with Sean.
Crap. All right. Okay. He does not typically say his real name.
What type of character?
Oh, he's a scoundrel.
Mm-hmm.
So that means he's supposed to be kind of charming, mostly lucky, and he typically advances by being over the top on whatever he's doing. I was going to say that he's charming in spite of himself. Because, as far as he just dresses in the most outlandish clothes he can find based on what system we're in because he insists it's the latest fashion, but it just always looks ridiculous. Typically, he just seems to know all kinds of people, find information randomly, so that's kind of the basic parts there. His actual name is Harworth Dinkle, but he's never going to go by that. But yeah, basically, whenever it comes down to the case of, fuck it, we'll do it live, he's the first person to go for live.
All right. Does anybody have a proposal for a nickname or an alias for Mr. Dinkle? Sorry.
Showstopper.
Showstopper.
I kind of like that, actually.
All right.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Okay.
It's better than Starstorm.
Yeah. Showstopper. All right. Very good. Well, Chris, are you ready to introduce your character for tonight?
Sure.
All right.
Fuck it, we'll go live.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm playing the archetype of the Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume that's like a space doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. His name is Richard L. Ong. Wears a worn uniform. Heritage is a spacer, so I imagine this guy's just pretty much born in space, living in space, and so kind of suffers the effects of having lived in space his entire life because of all the radiation. I assume that his mental stability is not going to be like 100%.
And he's the moral center of our crew.
Certainly, But the reason he's a doctor is because he went to school. He went to space school a lot. Top of his class, but I can tell that he probably wastes his gift a lot because he has a tendency to gamble and lie to people. He could do incredible work, but he does not want to do it. And I don't think it's necessarily because he's lazy. He just has like this weird nervous tick, perhaps.
Okay. All right. So does anybody have a alias for him?
I'd say Scrubs, because that's the only pair of clothing he can keep on himself.
Tom, did you have one?
I did, but I'm thinking like Scrubs is good.
All right.
Yeah.
Liability was already taken.
All right, Scrubs. All right, next up we have Aaron.
Hey, this is Aaron. I'll be playing one of the manufacturers, so it's a robot. I think they were called Urbots again.
Mm-hmm.
So they were actually part of an older set of automatons that were made by the previous mysterious race.
The precursors.
So, precursors. He's actually part of the guild, one of the star builders, so ship builders, and
he was. He
was so part of that. But primarily, not really keeping to himself, but most of the time as he gets along more with actually talking to the ship's computer and seems to have more of an innate understanding of that.
Mm-hmm.
Than he does most of his other, biological crewmates. So, for this one, in a lot of the cases, as a joke, sometimes they will use the magnetic points on his body to keep storage on tools where he doesn't think about them. So,
okay. All right. Does anybody have an idea?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to say the designation is GNN1, but he goes by Ginny every once in a while.
Fridge.
Or Clockwork.
If we're back
Clockwork. Fridge.
No, I like Fridge.
I like either of those. Yeah, I could go either way.
Clockwork.
A Roomba.
Kind of like Roomba.
Doomba.
All right, ready?
Flip a coin on Roomba and
Yeah.
fridge.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Renee, you can't decide.
Okay.
Well,
we can
I
do-
like Roomba.
She likes Roomba.
Okay.
Roomba. So even Roomba, odd, fridge.
Okay.
Okay, do it.
What we got?
Odd.
Fridge it is.
All right.
All right, Fridge.
I'm satisfied with the other. I can say either with a sneer.
All right, Tom. I know you had a really just
Original?
original, especially something you're going into space you haven't gone to before.
I know. I'm playing Haraska, who is the muscle,
Uh-huh.
and is a big reptile Xeno.
Mm-hmm.
And I described him like 7'10", 450-pound humanoid reptile warrior from a very violent culture.
Yeah.
And in fact, but I actually have a visual aid. I actually had art done.
Okay.
Outstanding.
All right.
I like it.
It's a
Okay.
big alien guy
With a
All right.
6-pack.
in the leather
It's
pants.
actually a diamond, but
Okay.
No.
No,
Like a
the
6-pack.
abs.
Oh my god.
he.
We got the nickname right.
Yeah.
But yeah, he. Yeah,
Oh, his name is Six Pack now.
I like it.
It's a Roomba,
That was pretty
actually.
Are we spelling pack with just a Z?
No.
I was thinking just a K.
Oh, no, we'll go with that. We'll do that. Yeah, just a K.
I'm spelling it properly.
I'm not pronouncing it that way.
You realize you have to get that redraw with him holding a 6-pack now. You're obligated.
Yes.
Well, that he drinks all of. Like, it's like, oh, did you want to drink? No.
Yeah, we'll just do a crappy MS Paint.
Do you want to just copy paste a Michelob space in there?
No, I got a big jewel. I got paid a big. No, you got me shitty beer.
Brother, may I have some 6-packs?
Yes. Oh, well.
So, Renee.
Yeah, my character's name is Alana Triton. She is also a Xeno. She is a mystic. So essentially, I have created a Jedi mermaid princess. And she's so her background's noble. Her family was, or at least a lot of her race was wiped out because of their like attunement to the way. So she had to have like essentially like surgery to blend in. So she can't that means her gills were surgically like closed so that she has the mystic powers, not the Xeno powers.
Right.
So yeah. And she's got an obligation and weird as her vices.
Wayfarer.
Oh, no. You're a mermaid Jedi princess.
Sparkle.
Fluke Seawalker.
No.
Oh, come on. Just Fluke.
I was going to go for Flipper, but you know.
Nope.
How about Fluke?
No.
I was going to say Splash
I'm
Dance.
female.
Splash Dance is good.
Splash Mob.
I'm better with Splash Dance.
Siren.
I'm fine with Siren too.
All right.
Splash dance.
All right, flip between Siren
Splash Dance sounds a little bit like a My Little Pony. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but your character sounds a little bit like a My Little Pony.
Well, hey, just like as long as you have your cutie mark, you're fine.
Yeah.
You want to roll to decide your fate like Aaron did?
Sure.
All right.
All right. So we'll use the opal. Splash Dance is even, and Siren is odd. 2 Splash Dance.
All right.
We have a lot of people with S names.
We can sure splash or dance.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can do either one. I will answer to all of the above.
But not Flipper.
Not Flipper. I will flip you off is what I will do. I will
Quite literally.
cause a sundering in your general direction.
I'm sorry, not sorry. But
And finally, we have Jason.
Hey.
JB.
I'm playing the pilot. His name is Cade Polianita. And I'm kind of a roguish ex-military guy. I was a fighter pilot for a while till I stopped liking their bullshit. So I ended up flying this piece of shit for you guys.
Whoa. Hot take.
Yeah, my vices are faith and pleasure. I wear a silver necklace around my neck with the symbol for the Liarian Angels. Don't know if that means you trust me. I think I'm a kook or...
Yeah. Fair enough.
A well-balanced individual.
Careful luxury, sir.
All right.
Lawn dart?
Actually, I was gonna go with Godspell.
Yeah. All right. So, do we have
Or
any?
Crash.
No,
That's you don't want that in a
Sorry,
pilot.
no, that's just dismissive enough. Like, whatever, lawn dart.
We're not only on the way.
that's too easy.
We shorten it to dart. But
I can
Maverick.
That's what y'all want to do.
Maverick's too easy.
Yeah, no, Mav is the name of my mentor, so
Okay.
we can't do Maverick.
All right. Maverick Junior.
okay. Junior. Something implying forward momentum, though.
Actually, no,
one of the ways
Godspeed.
I'm
That
going.
actually probably could.
What was Tom? What
Godspeed's pretty good,
What
actually.
Good luck.
Top
Goose.
Gun.
Yeah.
Goose. Yeah.
Oh no.
Gander.
Swan song.
Wait, hold on. What's Russian for goose?
That's a great question. I'm sure it's awful. Give me 2 seconds.
That might work. Because it's a mixture of Goose and Crazy Ivan.
That guy, that meme character in Rainbow Six Siege, the one who's shitty but everybody loves him.
Don't know that one.
I think it's the Russian guy, the one with the light machine gun, because he's so terrible. Because my special ability is I stand still and I'm easy to shoot.
Wow.
It's literally Goose. Russian for Goose is Goose.
Damn it, Russia. What's it in German? I bet you it's much better in German.
Here's the rest of the game.
I think it's Der Honkin.
All right, you're honk. Now you're honk. All right, done.
Honk, honk, honk. It's Gans.
Gans.
I don't know.
Gans. That's also
Gans.
Gans, which is also.
Damn it, that almost sounds cool. Fine.
Yeah. That's cool, but it means.
No, it's an anime.
That is not it. Yeah.
He's
It's
Gans.
also very close to
Hans.
Hans.
That means you'll always survive.
All right.
No,
so,
swan is a schwan.
Yeah, we're not using X. It's a metaphor for penis.
That's schlong.
No.
Just keep in
Is
mind,
actually.
because of your counter, you have +1 gambits.
Yep.
Those are dice anyone can use, but they are only refreshed at the end of a job, or at the beginning of a new job. So,
Gotcha.
but anyone can use them. So,
We can't bank them either, right? It's just, it goes back to
yeah.
full load.
On the
Okay.
side, it says that you can
Yeah.
add a gambit to your crew when you roll a 6 or critical on a risky action, and you didn't spend a gambit on a bonus dice. Is that true?
Mhm.
Okay.
so just remember to do that.
Is that you specifically?
It's anybody.
everybody.
No, it's
Anybody
everybody.
does it on a
Where's
risky
that?
action.
Oh, I see it. Gotcha.
I can develop to get a special ability that lets me use a gambit and gain a gambit
Yeah.
as well. So,
Nice.
Just generate those gambits. So,
but
as we begin, you are all on the moon, the city. It's a moon, and it's basically a massive city that covers the entire surface of the moon. It's one of the moons. Warren is one of the moons of Aleph in the Rin system. RIN. It is the capital of the system, and the system governor Ritim Al-Malakith makes his residence here. On Warren, you can find anything you need for a price. Its high rises are full of legitimate business dealings, and its streets are less so. Warren is a wretched hive of villainy, yet also the seat of power for the Empire in the system. You can
So doubly so.
You can take +1 dice to acquire assets if you are willing to accept +2 heat. So, if you need to acquire assets. So, as you all begin, you have a contact. Someone is wants to introduce you to a potential client. This can be someone from the ship or someone's personal contacts. Does anybody want to forward an NPC that they know?
I'm on good speaking terms with a up-and-up ship mechanic.
All right, what's a ship mechanic's name?
Jal.
Jowl.
Jal.
Jal?
Yeah.
Jowl. All right. So Jowl wants you to meet at the street market with neon signs promising foods of all kinds in several languages, hover cars streaming between towering buildings, the bass beat of a basement club playing the latest mix, patrons stumbling onto the streets singing, socialites attending a gala at the governor's mansion overhead. So as you are all sitting down at an outdoor stall, Jowl shows up. It's, let's see. Showstopper, how you doing?
Joel, how you doing, you such and such?
Well, I'm doing good. I got a bit of work for y'all. I know you're all looking for it, and I figured what with your reputation, this would be good for you.
Oh, money's always good.
Yeah. Yep. The money's good. Yeah, it'll pay quite a bit. The client though, you gotta. the client's not here per se. There's a representative of the client you're going to meet. He's on his way here. But I want you all got nothing against clones, right? It's a Steve, Wyoming. You all heard of them, right?
Huh.
Have we?
One person can make, let's see here.
Study check?
Study check, yes.
Definitely not me.
Okay.
This is going to be controlled because it's
I have
very
2.
safe.
I've got one.
All right.
I have 2, so.
Study.
All right.
So, all right.
I
Let's
mainly
see
hurt
here.
things.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
All right, so that's 2 dice for the 2 marks I have.
Mhm.
All right.
This is controlled.
All right.
Well, looks like you made it.
Yep, that's 1 6, and yeah, just 1 6.
Okay. So you do it with increased effect, so you know all about Steve Wyoming's.
Okay.
So the Yaru, the
We're aware of
clone
that
makers, yes, it is a line of clones that descends back thousands of years, if not, or at least centuries. The Steve Wyoming, the original, was a great bodyguard and assistant to one of the great hegemons, one of the great leaders. But then, of course, he spilled his blood on a battlefield, and a bunch of clone makers got a hold of it. So they made, everybody wanted some Steve Wyoming clones because it's just quality right there. But over the centuries, they've gradually varied in quality, and now there's boutique lines of it. And so,
You don't want one of those crappy Gemini-made Steve Wyomings. You want one of the good Mercury ones.
The thing is right now a lot of them are using what the clone makers call ancestral memories. They somehow imprint them with memories of the past Steve Wyoming.
Oh, that's not creepy.
And unfortunately, the efficacy or the actual I should say provenance of these memories is somewhat in doubt, but it does kind of can lead to a consistent result. So they're no longer warriors, but they're good, guys. They often are kind of distracted, sleep in, drink a lot, but they're rather affable. They like hanging out with their friends, often partaking of games of chance, so distracted by bright lights. Yeah.
You people wouldn't believe it.
No.
The name. Are there sandworms involved? You have to tell me if there's fucking sandworms.
Oh, Shad knows where I'm blatantly
Sorry.
homaging this.
I'm not sorry.
So, but you do know in this section it would be very unusual for Steve Wyoming to be around here because they're often used, that the nobles and the people from the core of the galaxy tend to use more Steve Wyoming.
Status symbols.
Yeah. It's more of a boutique thing now, So who would be? It's somebody with money if they have a Steve Wyoming, and somebody and obviously if they need your help, they're in trouble. So
They tend to be bald with a rat tail, by the way.
oh no, they're quite hairy actually. So
Shit all over the place.
yeah, they prefer using wearing bathrobes and sunglasses frequently. So yeah, you do see a Steve Wyoming making his way through his crowd. He's sipping from a can of space beer, and he is in a bathrobe as he is wont to do.
Roth,
what?
you're forcing it against an army of the dude.
Maybe.
Not maybe anything.
And he's not against. You're going to be working for a clone of the dude. So
Anyway,
so Steve Wyoming sits down. Hey, man, it's really good that you're willing to help out. Did Jal tell you what the gig was about?
Not exactly. Maybe you could just fill us in a little bit. We'd be glad to help. Every time, just always glad to help.
Oh yeah. Well, it's my boss. He's a Concordian knight, and he's in a bit of those wreckers. I heard you were the guys that go or really tear up the wreckers since that one job you did.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's just a thing we do day and night.
Yeah. So
Tearing up records.
yeah. Cubics is hiding out in the husks, Baftoma, and needs to get out. But if he tries to make it out on his own, his ship is damaged, and the wreckers will tear them up. I've heard that I think that the rumor is that they've hired some bounty hunter to look for them in the husks. So the husks are a notable thing in the Rin system. They're essentially a let's see here. Buff Toma was a planet that was stripped to its core. So think now more of it's a massive asteroid field. And only used of scaffolding of rock remains. Its broken form used by folks hiding or dodging pursuit. It's also the home turf of the Wreckers. A gang you actually have a -1 against because you don't like them. They don't like you. And they are basically scavenger thieves and hackers who incite factions to fight so that they may pick the battlefields clean later. So, and that's their home turf. And the Concordian Knights with year 6, I'll let you know this all for free. The Concordian Knights are another minor faction of essentially often accompanied by a motley crew of adventurers. These dozen or so colorful characters have the hegemonic churches blessing to pursue a quest for something called the light of the world. They're essentially the 4th and 5th children of noble families from the core, so they have no, they're just sent out to adventure. They have a lot of money and very little common sense.
Intergalactic Grail questers.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah. And so one of them obviously has a Steve Wyoming clone as a squire. Your friend Jal, when he heard this story from the Steve Wyoming, was like, "Oh, well, I know the perfect crew to help rescue this Concordian Knight."
These people are fucking idiots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they like knockoff models like Jake Montana's and Billy Idaho's and
I mean, they yeah.
Francis South Carolina's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. They're mostly the discount bin of clone maker guilds. They're not very popular anymore.
Okay.
You might find a group of them hiding out somewhere. But,
so they're the Tommy Hilfiger of of clones.
Yes.
Oh no, the Florida Tommies didn't sell well.
So the job will pay 6 creds. Your ship upkeep is 1, and you already have 2. So I would pay 5 that you could disperse for the rest of your group as you see fit. So
also possible improvements to the ship.
Pay off the freaking space robots.
You owe a favor.
Yeah, we owe to the conclave. Yeah.
Yeah, you owe them a favor, not money.
Oh, we can pay
yeah,
them
no.
off.
But
no, that's something you have to do.
improving the ship is good. That benefits all of us.
Arguing.
Yeah.
I'm the pilot. I want you to waste all the money on the boat.
There's other things you can put in the benefit all of us.
So, that's
Fire
the
the
job.
commissary.
I assume you're going to take it, unless you want me to roll up a random job.
I'm worried about your features.
I'm all for it. Guys, this sounds great to me. I mean, it's right up our alley. It's kind of some people that we used to
Whatever
mess with.
pays, pays. Whatever's
Sounds like
clever.
it could get violent. I'm in.
All right.
Bounty hunters.
Well, you've heard
You
there's
want those-
rumors
you
of a
want those
bounty
scum.
hunter.
Well, it's either violence or kittens with bounty hunters. There seems to be no distinction of other items.
So,
That word.
before we...
That word
we-
kitten. I do not think it means what you think it does.
you don't know if there's a bounty hunter yet. We can always do flashbacks to say you've done research, to find that out and to know who the bounty hunter is, if there is a bounty hunter, and how to fight them. So the way this game works is the first thing you do is that there are 6 approaches to solving this job. So you pick an approach as a group, and then you pick one detail to solve it. So the 6 approaches are the assault, deception, infiltration, mystic, which is using the way, social, or transport. So for each of those, you would pick one detail, and then we would make an engagement roll to see how, as you start in the middle of things.
Gotcha.
And we just kind of go from there. And so an assault for this would probably be assaulting either the wrecker outpost in order to just clear space for them, or engaging the bounty hunter. Deception would be coming up with some sort of way to social engineer your way, like maybe make a fake ship with a fake signal to lure everyone away. Infiltration would be sneaking in without being unseen. Mystic is using the way to bullshit something, possibly finding some sort of artifact to do. You open a gate to between worlds in order to do that. Social would be, negotiating with the wreckers, or negotiating with a bounty hunter.
That seems like that'd be a waste of time.
Or
So they
transport-
don't like us.
Well, there's another way. I've got a way to bullshit that, but we'll.
All right.
Or transport is just using more speed or just going through asteroids would probably be the most way. Like going through a route that's so dangerous, the Kessel Run kind of thing that the others wouldn't want to do that. So,
Russ, I have a stupid question.
Sure.
I'll remind you what happened last time.
The initial ability that I had is one of them that I chose because I didn't know exactly how we were forming this is I know a guy when you first dock at a port after being away, pick one and ask the GM about a job, and then I can spend a credit to add features to it. I don't know if that applies here at all, or if that's
let me
just,
see.
or should I pick a different one, or I don't know.
Let me read the ability and I can.
Gotcha. So I've got the short version. I mean, I can read that off, but when you first dock the port, pick one. Ask the GM about a job. It's not deadly. It pays well enough. It's not a rush job. It comes from a faction you trust. It targets an enemy you have. It sounds like some of those already apply, but or I can just leave that power alone until like the next job, and then we can figure that out then.
Let's see here. Oh, and pick one and ask the GM about a job. It's not deadly. It pays well. So it's not a rush job. Comes from a faction you trust. It targets an enemy you have. You may spend. Basically, you spend cred to make sure the job has one thing that is true about that. So you could.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you have 2 cred for the ship, so if you wanted to spend one of those.
Do any of those sound? I mean, technically, we're already targeting an enemy that we have. But that's already there, so that's pointless. Do any of those sound good? I mean, one of those will probably completely alter the entire narrative.
Yeah.
It pays well enough. Might help us with.
You already paid.
It's already paying well. So I'm guessing that power is useless in this one. Then, all right.
Well, not for now. Yeah.
For this one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Just things to remember. That way it'll be interesting later.
All right. So, out of these approaches, which appeals to your group, all of them are equally possible of succeeding. It's like, how do you want to solve this problem? There's someone in a place you need to get them out of this. Steve Wyoming tells you he wants you to take him to another system, to take Cubics to another system, the Concordian Knight.
In this game, can we like combine our respective scores in these certain categories? Like, I'm just noticing that a lot of us have chosen at least 1 point in sway. So can we combine all our efforts to cajole someone?
There are rules for assisting, but you can't just dump. It's not additive.
Okay.
Yeah, there are ways to assist.
So my thought is, rather than we're not going to try to convince the people that don't like us to do a thing, and finding the bounty hunter, we have to know they exist. But if we can find somebody else that doesn't like these guys and con them into thinking that these junkers, the wreckers are they're getting ready for a big push. They're going to do a thing.
Is that a deception or a social plan?
I think it's a social because we're trying to get somebody else to step in, fire the first shot so we can slip in, hopefully unnoticed, grab our target, and GTF up.
You want to turn the wreckers the main shtick against them.
Basically get somebody to attack the wreckers.
Yeah. Because you already have the information on the wreckers, you know that that's the wreckers' MO is to get 2 other groups to fight each other and then pick the battlefield clean. So that would be actually solving this through investigation, getting proof of one of them causing a fight between 2 groups, and then.
So would I be able to consort together info on this?
So if you want to do social, that would be social. So
is that consort or sway?
Consortium. So the details of social connection. Who are you going to be reaching out to? So in this case, this would probably be someone of one of the factions. So we could look at the wreckers, and the wreckers have enemies. In fact, you do know that they have 2 enemies and 1 ally. Their ally is the Bornico Syndicate, which are very advanced technological thieves who steal from the guilds. The hegemon. And then their enemies are Draxler's Raiders and Echo Wave Riders. The Echo Wave Riders are another criminal gang that specializes in illegal spaceship races. And Draxler's races, so they're the Too Fast, Too Furious ones. They're violent pirates who disable ships before boarding, ransoming crew and cargo alike. So...
what if we get the space racers to start fucking with them?
So the Echo Wave Riders, all right.
I'm usually always for the kick in the front door approach.
Well, if they're distracted, kicking in the front door is less likely to lose you a foot. So that's what I'm working on.
I don't lose feet. I take feet.
Sure.
Why do you take feet, man?
I don't. It's not always fees. Sometimes I take other things.
Why do you
I think this collection.
Don't kink shame him, okay?
Although I think it must be brought up that this collection is somewhat of a problem. The smell has become an issue everywhere.
But 6-pack, listen, we're just trying to prevent you from becoming 5-pack, all right?
I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't even make sense.
You don't make sense. Walk off.
Hey,
This is like this most days.
All right. Let's see here. There is Guard Zetar. He's a member of the. Yep.
The dog didn't like
The
that.
space
Sorry.
dog.
Yes.
John says
Space
no.
werewolf.
Space Werewolf to pilot the ship. I'm down.
Cosmo the Space Wolf.
So you do know a member of the Echo Wave Riders in the area. We'll say he's on Warren right now. Guard Zetar. He's a risk taker, ambitious, and charismatic.
Gar.
Now they're normally based in Breck, which is a different planet. Let's see here. I don't know if that's in the same system or not.
So if they were to announce they were going to, Underground announced they were going to do a race through the field, right? Through the actual wreckage.
Through the husk.
Through the husk. That might draw out the wreckers, leaving fewer at home.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you've chosen your social connection. You've chosen your plan, social, the details. So
I want to try to talk
All right,
Zetar into doing a race.
So so that's where we'll start for the engagement roll. So at this point, everyone needs to figure out their load. So that means you don't have to pick the items, but you need to pick out how much you're going to be carrying as you're going through this mission. So if you look on there, you can choose, I believe,
light, medium, heavy.
Yeah, light, medium, or heavy, and that gives you a point budget, 3, 5, or 6. And just pick how many points, and then you can spend those points to say you have this item.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pick what items you have right now. You just need to pick out how many points of items you're carrying around.
I'm thinking I'm going to go with light if I'm not really counting on being ass whooper.
Well, see, I think you want me to be ready to do just that.
It has an effect on your efficacy as well. So it's
Well, if you need me to talk someone down, then you done fucked up already.
It's an issue of you get penalties if you're carrying too much shit. You know?
Yeah. To explain this is sort of the tutorial game. No, it's fine. That's kind of what we're trying to do is teach how game work. Load.
How do we do game?
What game?
What is game?
I think part of it had to do with how easily you're noticed, and part of it had to do with how well you can accomplish certain actions. Mm-hmm. So, for example, I'm trying to move through quickly, quietly. Well, not quietly, but normally, essentially. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to be lugging around armor, full space suit, heavy blaster bullshit. You know.
Yeah, basically, it's not a specific thing, but it's sort of a role-playing thing. If you have 1 to 3 load, you're faster, less conspicuous, you blend in with ordinary folk. 4 to 5 load is normal, you look like you're ready for trouble. 6 to 8 is heavy load, you're slower, you look like a scoundrel on a mission, ready for trouble. No one will mistake you for anything other than what you are. So, for a social role, that might send the wrong message to if you're, if everyone's stacked in heavy equipment,
Yeah.
So, just I'll pick that.
I'm going with light.
Yep. All right. So, all right. So you're encountering your first obstacle with this. So I would imagine this is actually convincing Zetar. Chris, can you get me an Algoza? It's one with a skull. Anyways, so
meeting with Guard Zetar.
Yeah, and so engagement roll is a fortune roll, starting with 1 die for sheer luck. Modify the dice pool for major advantages or disadvantages. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? I would say yes. You're getting another faction to fight your battle for you. So,
everything I do is bold and daring, and I believe I get experience for that.
Does the plan expose a weakness of the target or hit them where they're weakest? Or are they strong against? I would say they're neither. They're neither strong nor weak against this.
Okay.
The Wreckers are a paranoid pirate scavenger gang, and you're just sending another group to fight them. I mean, using their tactics.
I was going to say, not necessarily fight, but draw them out.
You specifically chose to negotiate with one of their enemies.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah,
okay. It'll probably end in a fight. But
yeah, it will definitely end in a fight. Well,
I'm just not. My request isn't go fight the wreckers. It's
So your 2 dice
go
right
have
now.
fun.
Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? None of you have connections with the Echo Wave Riders. So, yeah. Anyways.
So,
Yeah. We'll say 2 dice. So, go. Who wants to roll?
Is this going to be which?
This is a fortune roll, so it's just 2 dice.
Okay. Anybody
This
feel
is
lucky, or
fair.
do you want me to roll it?
What bonuses would we be adding to it?
Just
We
2.
already went them. It's not a skill roll; it's a fortune roll, which is kind of like
Yeah.
how bad are things are when we start off.
is
Like,
that a gear list that you have?
I'll just roll.
I think you're the Duke. You're the scoundrel. You're the lucky one.
Oh,
No.
for your mystic side. Okay.
You got a 4.
4 or 5, mixed result. You're in a risky position when the action starts, which is, not great, but not bad.
Yeah.
So, so we're starting risky engagement. So, set the scene. Where did you want to meet them? You're meeting in Warren, I'll assume, because...
Yeah. Well, I'll just say we're in some loud club somewhere.
Okay.
That way, I'm somehow convinced that a loud punk kind of club is going to be. People don't have a lot of listening devices in there, and even if they did, they're not going to get much.
Yeah. All right. So you're there with Zatar, and he's got a couple of Echo Wave Riders that are all dressed in, pilot suits, because that's the fashion of the time. So they all look like they're rejects from Tron and, various space fighter pilot movies, Wing Commander and whatnot.
Last
So,
Starfighter.
yep. So, there's like 3 or 4
second to
Last
last
Starfighters here.
There you go. Yeah.
Penultimate starfighter.
And
Top space gun.
so you give out the initial thing. You can tell as you're beginning to walk up to the negotiation table that they're suspicious of you. As you are, what is your pitch? Initial pitch?
Well, gosh! Hey, I appear you've been looking for new challenges, new interesting places to race, and I'm puttering around the system with my friends, and what do I see? I see the greatest idea. Yeah, just mind if I bend your ear a bit?
All right. So, so at this point, you can all begin talking. Now, we begin rolling the dice normally. So, we'll say that this is in order to do this, you'll have 2 clocks. And we'll say one is just going to be 4, and that's getting them to do it. And then the other one, do the race. So they're interested in doing the race, but they want assurances that they will be doing it or walk away. So walk away.
Just walk away.
Let's see here. Will be 6s. So, all right. So, do you want to talk? And then, so let's talk about teamwork and stuff like that. So at this point, everybody you can assist. One person can assist to take 1 stress and give them +1 die to their roll. And you might suffer consequences that happen because of the roll. Or you could do, let's see here. This isn't really a group action because, you're talking. Everyone else is listening. So, everyone's at the club. Everything seems to be fine right now. So,
So another one, I don't know how exactly this would work, but and I had a question on the items though before we get it. So the items on there bold, does that count towards your load or? Okay.
That's your custom stuff.
Oh, just the custom stuff on there. Okay.
yeah, those are things that only you can get access to. Like anybody can get a blaster pistol, but only you can get.
Okay. So one thing I have that actually, if the italics are correct on there, is a small drone. Could I use that with study, or would that be a hack or something else to have it patrol to make sure no wreckers are coming around to ambush us, or at least listen?
Well, you're in a public place right now, so that's not really. You could, but that might help mitigate consequences. So yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So,
You're not helping with the negotiation, but you're looking.
yeah,
for
just
ambush.
a different one on
All right.
there to make sure nothing's interrupting. Would that just be a study roll with that?
I don't think there's anything better than study for that.
Unless you want to say hack.
Rig or hack might work better.
Okay. So I'll just do rig at this point.
Okay.
So, if that works.
Yep.
All right.
Which side is which?
All right. This is a 1, but I did get a 6 though. So
You get a 6? All right. If anybody's going to sneak up on you guys, you'll know.
Okay.
So, but that's your action.
all right.
What are the rest of you going to be? So obviously you're negotiating.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to assist?
You want me to stand by you?
If you can think of anything that you can throw in as part of it.
You don't have to act right now. You can wait until something else happens. But
I'll be waiting nearby. Just kind of like.
Did anybody else have sway?
I do, and I have this welcome anywhere special ability. It says while wearing your medic garb, you're welcome even in a dangerous place. Gain 1 plus 1d to consort and sway when offering to tend anyone in need. So could I saunter on up?
Nobody's wounded right now.
No one's wounded. Okay, never mind.
But you can, if you take 1 stress, you could add 1d to it, 1 dice to his roll by assisting him. If you want to do that. Do you want to do that?
Do I want to do that, Sean?
I don't know. It's your call.
I'll do it.
All right. So take 1 stress.
All right.
So let's see here. Splash dance. Do you have anything?
Can I also assist or no?
Let's see.
I kind of got the impression I couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's only 2 people. If you wanted to,
So can I wait and
you can
see?
do a setup action. If you can think of something action you could have done.
I mean,
to
can
give
I just like essentially meditate?
Let's see here. Oh, I know. If you do a setup action, you can have indirect effects. So you could, if any of you have good study or helm, you could
not.
suggest a possible path for the race.
I have
Yep.
good attune.
And you got to
I've got good helm.
A tune could possibly do it because you could actually intuit that path.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
I
Okay.
would think that might work.
So one of you could do that, make a roll, and the other of you could assist that person.
Yeah.
And then if you succeed, then you'll get +1 effect, so you'll have a greater effect on your roll.
Cool.
All right, I'll assist.
Okay. All right, so you take 1 stress and you get 1 additional die.
Okay.
When is stress a bad thing?
When it fills up.
Okay.
I got a 4.
All right, so that's a complicated success.
Okay.
So you do succeed. What would be a good consequence of that? I'll say it's a hidden consequence. So yeah, you create a good route.
Secret
All right. I've been through there before. I know.
There you go.
All right, so you get +1 effect.
You were
on your,
drunk
if you
at the
succeed,
time.
you'll get a +1 effect. So
Right.
you'll be more persuasive. To take that evidence.
Forgot about the space whales.
See yourself, I don't roll like normal.
Never forget about the space whales.
All those monkeys.
4?
All right.
2 4s. I don't know if that doesn't count for much, but
All right. It's a cool idea for a race. I'm not gonna lie. That's a really cool. That's a really I can see the potential there.
Yeah.
But how do I know you're not a cop? Ever since they passed a law
Look, we
that
have to
allows
tell you
cops
if
to
we're
say
a
that they're
cop.
not cops, we don't know.
God damn it! I was going to my next line.
Bump, bump,
I mean, I see you have a Steve Wyoming with you. What's up with that?
You know me. Come on, I'm Showstopper with the Syndicate.
Tell you what,
Come
look, fall
on.
back in my arms. I'll catch you.
All right.
Actually,
No.
I have an item that might work.
What?
Perversely, it might work. It just says forged documents. It never says where they're from or what they guarantee.
Okay. Is this part of your loadout?
Yeah, it's a italicized item, so it's free.
Okay. What is it?
God, would it be a letter of recommendation from some?
We haven't heard his proposal yet.
Okay, so what? Well, he wants me to prove I'm not a cop.
Yeah.
So
You got
what's
the worst scum in the galaxy.
So it's a wanted poster.
Damn.
it's like? Come on, I mean, check this out. Hold up a little mini tab phone type thing. Flip through. See, I mean, these people want to kill my ass. Cops aren't allowed to have that.
Okay. Mark off the forged document.
Yeah, I just did.
So, you're that. Let's see here, friend. You're that chainsaw, laser chainsaw.
Listen, look at this bouffant. Look at this bowling jacket with a tiger stitch on the back. Who else would wear this?
There's a dragon
laser
on
chainsaw.
the blade.
Yeah. What about those space orphanariums?
Well, I mean, it was an accident, but not
I mean,
really.
they were drug factories, but I mean, like.
Well, they were cloning the babies to make drugs out of them, but still.
Jeez. And you blew that up.
So it's kind of a good thing, but kind of a bad thing.
Okay.
Listen, I hate cops, and I would never stitch this guy up if he was a frickin' pig. Okay? All right? Take my word, Dr. Richard L. Ong.
All right.
Those are some good clone baby drugs.
All right. So it works.
A special place in hell.
It does work, but so the echo wave. All right, we'll drink and party tonight. Yeah, and then we'll set up the race.
Here, like, hand him the details we worked out.
Hey everyone, this is Laser Chainsaw, and he's cool. They're hanging off with the Echo Wave Riders. Fridge. After the Echo Wave Riders announce that this is Laser Chainsaw, you definitely notice 2 or throughout 3 people look up and look his way, and then they start pushing their way through the crowd towards his table.
Do they look like they have Wrecker-affiliated nanotats or whatever?
No.
It probably has something to do with the reputation that just got thrown down. That probably isn't mine.
We have. Just over. Does everybody have communicators? Or
Yes,
okay,
they're free.
good.
Yes, everyone has a communicator.
Yeah, but they're kind of obvious communicators. So the negotiator does not have it because that would be a sign of being a cop.
Right? I'm not wired.
So how close?
He's wired.
How close am I to Showstopper?
You're in the same club, so
Just
maybe
kind of
It's just loud.
yeah, it's loud and dark.
I'll go out.
With
I'll
pulsing lights.
Like a message to everybody else. We
a-
may have a situation. 2 individuals seem to be
3.
advancing. 3? No.
Oh, what?
No,
Well, there
sorry,
were
3.
3. Now there's
There's
2.
2, so-
Oh shit!
Oh god.
What?
People are disappearing. Sensors are offline. Anyway, they seem to be advancing towards Showstopper. We may want to intercede.
I'll intercede right the fuck now.
No. Intercede means find out what it is, not barrel through at least 5 different dancers. At least.
There's barely 5 between me and them.
That means that's
Specify this is more of a
there's
puzzle
space.
place,
Speak basic galactic.
Well, you're not wired up too because remember you're speaking with.
Okay.
So
You just yell that across the crowd.
No, actually,
I just drifts.
I'm-
The moment they're between sets, another band's like setting up. Speak basic galactic.
now speaking of Fridge, look, I can intercept them. Just give me the word and they're dead.
Well, get near them and see what's going on before you intercept.
This is the kind of club where slam dancing happens.
All right, well, I'm gonna go get my dance on.
okay. Well, to mosh, serendipitously, that's more of a scramble roll.
I have scramble.
Okay.
I have scrambled.
Can I? May I
Tom
borrow-
stomps out there in platform boots with like galaxies in them.
That's a 6.
Yep.
6 and a 5.
All right. So you were heading out there to scrap with him.
Best damn mosher I ever saw.
yeah. You get 2 of them knocked down to the ground. A gun is knocked out. A blaster is knocked out of one of their hands. It goes,
I'm actually go, yeah! You know how to fucking party!
All right. So
I poured a drink on him, like have some!
all right. So Splash Dance. You can sense that there's one left somewhere in there, but you can't see exactly where.
Can I use the way to
You sure can.
lead myself to them?
You can make an attune roll.
Okay. Yeah, 6.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Rolling 6. Yep. You pick it up. You sense their mind. You realize these are small-time bounty hunters. And Laser Chainsaw is worth a cool 2 cred. So, yeah, your friend just put a wanted, bullseye on himself. So,
Guide me to him.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I stumble over with a drink in hand, like scoop it up, and hey, it's you! Oh, you son of a bitch! I haven't seen you since Epsilon 27. Did you? I can't believe you actually survived that drop, man. I didn't think any of you guys were gonna hit that dirt. Boy, I'll tell you what, it was hot up in the sky though, and I'm like dragging it towards the bar.
Oh my god!
All right. What do you want to roll for?
Swipe.
Yeah.
There were only 14 epsilons. This guy's good.
Nope. Fuck.
What'd you get?
2.
A 2. That's a failure.
Yeah.
All right. So
I stopped watching the Epsilons after season 6.
Yeah, that's exactly what he says. The guy says the Epsilon's only go to 14. And he cold cocks you. So with the blaster you had in hand, so you'll take 2 stress.
Okay.
Unless you want to make a resistance roll. Prowess.
Summon the werewolf.
What is it again?
Prowess.
So,
Prowess is
yeah, so it's up here.
yeah. So you have 2 dice in that. Because
Okay.
remember it's 1, 2. So
Yeah, I'll resist it.
All right.
I got 2 dice. 5.
all right. So you managed to you're stunned for a moment, but
Yeah.
you don't take any stress from it.
Okay.
But you failed, so he clears his way. You two see him just and of course you see this as well. So who wants to act first?
I mean, I can end up with a weapon.
Yep.
I can shoot first.
Or Tom, you could. Or I'm sorry,
6 back.
six pack. You could make a leaping attack onto him if you wanted to. It would be risky.
Hey, but like I make it look like I'm still slam dancing.
Yeah. All right.
All right, doing it.
All right.
That's scramble again.
This would be scrap.
That's same thing.
Okay.
4 and a 3.
All right. A 4 is you will succeed, but the blaster will graze you. For let's say 3 stress, unless you want to take, or no, you'll take a level 1 harm. Unless you can negate, make a prowess result, or a prowess resistance check. Prowess is
Right
Yeah, I
there.
got
It's
yeah.
2, I
Yeah.
think, for you.
I got 3.
Oh, it's
All right.
3. Yeah.
So it's just 3 of these.
Well, roll 3 of them, and
Yeah,
tell me what the highest one is.
Okay. 5.
5.
All right. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't. You only take 1 stress, so mark 1 stress.
Yep.
You just end up nuking the bartender.
Yeah.
Can I do
What?
anything else?
That's the main action. The Echo Wave Riders say, "Oh shit, shots fired. We need to get out of here." But let's move. Laser chainsaw.
Hold on. I'm gonna help these guys out. I'll catch you with the race.
All right.
Finger guns always.
So yeah, you can. Yeah, you can all act again if you want to. But yeah, if you
thanks.
you do.
I'm actually I'm just pretend like that was a good one. So I'm gonna try let's dance some more. And I'm gonna try to basically just start smashing the guy on the ground.
All right.
But I'm still dancing.
Sure, that's fine.
was gonna-
What are the rest of you going to be doing?
I was gonna skulk the fuck away.
If he fails, I'm gonna trick shot this guy through the crowd.
The other 2 are getting backing off. The crowd is certainly backing up because again a shot was fired.
My goal is to disappear because if I'm not present, they might pull back, which might prevent these guys from causing too big of a ruckus.
You don't even have to roll at this point. I mean, he's making a distraction. So
All right, so I just fade away into out the back door.
So you let's see here. Sorry, Scrubs. What are you going to be doing? Are you going with Showstopper?
Yeah, I'm hanging around him.
All right.
I'm going to keep it the facade that he's not a cop.
Yeah.
He's clearly
Because
not.
the police would never be helped by an actual doctor.
Yeah. Fridge. What about you?
Let's see. He's pretty much causing the major distraction too, but we have no way of extracting him unless he's just fighting his way through.
I'm showing up. I got moves. I basically scream, singing whatever the latest, whatever.
Well, again, when there's a blaster fire, the dancing stops.
Yeah.
Getting
Getting shot hurts.
Yeah.
I'm
really
still
bad
like,
for you.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm scream singing whatever the latest galactic Andrew WK party song is.
I mean,
You're giving him the clutches elbow at this point.
so what are you going to do, Fridge?
Is the DJ still playing?
No.
Or is that?
It was a band.
Shots. Yeah. The band stops.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Fire.
Are you going to keep playing?
We'll make them play so we can get at least some cover going through. So,
Okay.
How are you?
well,
gonna
I'm just trying to make sure he's not going through. Is there one of the light? Is there one of the laser light displays above them?
Sure.
I'm gonna get over there and see if I can hack into it to create enough of a visual distraction for him to get away.
Okay.
So, all right, and since I have the fine hacking rig, does that give me another dice to work on my?
Sure. It's a tier 1 laser light show. It's not very well secured.
Okay, no worries. Then I'll roll 3 on my hack
Yeah.
then. So.
Sure.
Yes, got a 6 on that. So.
All right.
You tune into that old favorite. 2 cups, 1 Glorkian she-beast.
So, Splash Dance, what are you going to be doing?
Sweaty is convince and command is tell, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and convince the DJ to start playing again.
Well, it's a band.
It's a whole band?
Yeah, it was a whole band.
Okay.
And they scattered as soon as the first shot was
Second
fired.
verse, same as the
So
first.
they don't have like any sort of
We all got paid,
sound
right?
system.
I mean, they have a sound system.
Get her
Yeah.
away.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
And yeah.
I mean,
okay.
the meeting's over. You've accomplished your goal here. You could
Okay.
just leave.
Well, I'll just leave then.
Okay.
So boring.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is just the first scene. The main thing, with the Laser Light Show 6-pack, you can get out if you want to, or do you want to keep beating up the bounty hunter? Tom.
Oh, I like at that point. Oh, like at that point, I'll just like stop slamming him to the ground.
Okay.
Oh, party's over, I guess.
Okay.
Throw him, just toss him.
All right.
Interesting. The party's starting is what.
Don, so you leave.
The
Yeah,
party
I'm
is
gonna-
over.
So as you step out 6-pack, you do see the Gilder Patrol, the peacekeepers are on their way. They're just coming down the street. Are you going to run, skulk, or are you? What are you going to do?
Yeah, there's a... Okay, nope.
Well, you should have the cover for the light show, so.
Not out.
Oh, not outside, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
It's out on the street now.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a roll.
5.
All right. You can get away, but you will get a heat.
Okay.
All right. So you get away, but they do record your face.
I have a very recognizable
You
face.
do have a very recognizable face. So your heat, the group's heat goes up by 1. So if it goes up high enough, you will get a wanted level. So
Yeah.
but it's per system, and there's 4 systems to work through. So that's fine.
So we can have the death penalty in 12 systems?
You could. The next scene is, of course, the actual. Well, actually, do you want to do anything before you start the race, or do you want to?
I set up a distraction. You guys can figure out the extraction.
Yeah. So
Can I get rid of stress, by the way? Besides engaging your vice?
that's the main way. It's in between adventures. You can't really. do it
Okay,
in
so
the middle.
I just got this stress for now.
Mhm.
Okay. Someone freaking shot me.
So yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I could have done a lot worse to him.
Yep. So, Potomac is again a massive asteroid field of this destroyed planet. The wreckers are holed up there. Now the Echo Wave Riders are going there to have a race.
Yeah.
And there's almost certainly going to be violence between the two.
It'll be fine.
You head up there as well. And so what do you think your best plan is? Do you want to go straight to Cubics, hone in on his position? Do you want to... Because you only have one ship. You can't really split up too much.
No.
By the way, when you set up your racing route, did you set it up to go near Cubic's position, or were you just trying to get them as far away from Cubic's position as possible?
Far away.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to get them basically whenever the big scrap happens, it's gonna.
He uses a large distraction.
So you're going to play along until the fight between the wreckers and the
Pretty much just
Echo
wait
Wave
until the wreckers are actually deploying.
Mhm.
That way, they're wherever the hell they're, whatever they have on Cubics will have to be reduced or gone.
Well, Cubics is hiding. The wreckers don't know where he is. If they
Okay.
knew where he is, he'd be dead.
Do we have his precise location?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Because Steve Wyoming told you. He was coming with you.
So our route would probably be to draw them away from Cubics' location.
Well, the best way is basically, remember, the wreckers are cowards. They're scavengers, and so they're gonna. If the Echo Wave, you either need to engineer something that causes a lot of Echo Wave Rider ships to explode or get damaged, so the wreckers descend on them like vultures, or you need to convince the Echo Wave Riders to attack the wreckers, or you need to get another faction involved.
I mean, I have a detonator launcher. I could mine things from a distance.
So, how do you need to cause some sort of action? So, how are you going to do that? So, you could try and set up another meeting with another faction,
or set up a trap ourselves.
or set up a trap yourselves.
I don't think that blowing up their ships is going to really endear us to our Echo Wave Rider friends.
So we got to figure out.
She's
But
right.
if we frame somebody else for it,
Yeah,
the wreckers can deny it. But what if we make it look like somebody else had a dog in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dog.
The Raiders don't like him. Oh, was it Bornico Syndicate? Tech thieves?
Yeah, those are the only allies of the Wreckers.
Right, so it made it look like the Wreckers' allies arranged something that we can deny. Plausibly, actually, if you don't tell me.
The police.
The police. We get the police to infiltrate the Wave Riders and, screw shit up to cause some of the wrecks to try and arrest them. It is an illegal racing circuit.
Mm-hmm. Jesus!
So
excited. Hi up, showstopper! Scrubs and showstopper! This fall on Galactic NBC.
This is just so quick and angry.
All right, so you're getting this.
So we call the race just to have the space fuzz get in on it too.
Yeah. All right, it makes perfect sense.
We find somebody else to be the leak, though, not us directly. So, can somebody arrange that?
So the other thing is, normally
I got a guy who owes me.
The police do ignore the Echo Wave Riders when they're just racing, just by themselves. So there has to be some reason for the police coming. So, usually the best thing is contraband, like drugs or weapons or something. Yeah.
So
I got an old friend,
yeah,
patient of mine. I keep hooking up with the good stuff, mostly illegal stuff. He shouldn't be having these space prescriptions on him. So he's got a couple stickers on it, a couple bullseyes. You think maybe I could call him over and just ask him to meet me near this race and just casually kind of mention to the police that there's a warrant out here, big and juicy, just right for the taking. His name's Albin. He's going to come back. He always gets out.
All right.
Here, Albin, have more space drugs.
So, the scene will either be, you either need to actually, it'll be a negotiation to convince them to come, or you need to get drugs that will actually lure him out there. So either one. So I'll say, there's a pharmacy you know of that you could knock over. That would
knock over. I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Are we going to drugstore Space Cowboy?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you've already given him all the standard stuff. He's far gone.
I can kick that door right in and get you whatever you need.
Yeah.
Pharmacies are.
I forgot we're bad guys.
Yeah, you are bad guys.
Shit, sick practice.
Not bad guys.
Get over here, lizard man. We're gonna knock over a Walgreens.
Yeah.
All right.
Shiny.
The bad guys then. So,
the wall color out of space.
Let's say there is a space. There is a medical manufacturing facility.
Space.
It's
like CVS but in space.
Yeah. SVS. The SVS medical manufacturing facility. And
with Dr. Drugs.
So, and actually, this is a chance to actually get additional creds if you wanted to. Because if you could get those nanofabricators, you could actually manufacture stuff on your own to resell later. You'd have to hold it for a time. So if you just broke in, took some stuff, that would be just enough to lure them over. But if you wanted to hold the place for a while, that would involve, taking care of everybody in the building. So
I like that idea, but I feel like time is of the essence with this race thing.
Yeah.
And if nothing, I am goal-oriented.
All right. All right, so how are you going to break into the place? Are you just going to kick the door and use speed? Are you going to use stealth? Are you going to talk your way in?
Okay, are these prescription drugs generally held in one location, or would I have to kick the door in and
the really good stuff's held in a secure location.
Okay. Would I happen to know where?
Yeah, you know where, but you wouldn't know the key code to get in.
Okay.
So you'd have to break in. You'd either have to hack the door, or brute force it, or have someone open
falsify his credentials.
I want the Roomba to come with me because he's good with the computers. All right.
I thought it was cooling things.
Whatever. I don't.
Be cool about picking things up. All right.
That is my job.
Before you get to the drug vault, you have to get to the drug vault. You have to get through the front door. So how do you want to do that?
How to get to the front door?
I could run it. I could run distraction.
All right. Yeah, you can run. All right. So you're running distraction.
I'm gonna stumble in, acting like I'm completely out of my mind, and demanding a plate of whatever space heroin or something.
I need Sudafed. You're just gonna make space meth with that.
Yeah, no, they have synthetic spice. It's a common painkiller. And
no, I want the good spice.
Yeah. All right.
I deserve the good. My doctor told me it was fine.
All right. So you're just there's not many people there because it's mostly automated. So yeah,
I'm just being loud, obnoxious, and the normal.
Okay.
Do I need to roll something for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this consort sway?
Consort or sway?
I'll go with sway. Always game the system. All right. Yeah, I'm just making an ass of myself and hoping not to get arrested. Or maybe I do. I don't know. It's an alibi. That's a 6.
All right,
Hey.
yeah. You,
I'm really convincing I managed to probably, like, whoop, 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 around
You
for a
are-
bit while security
yeah,
station.
you actually you get out. You get inside as you push your way past the guard. You hit a button just accidentally that disables all the alarms. So meanwhile,
Shouldn't have let me press all those buttons.
let's see here.
I love this
Scrubs
boy.
and
He should be on Broadway.
are sneaking in. They get to the vault pretty easily. So how are you going to get in through the vault?
Okay. Does Splash Dance have any vault breaking capabilities here?
Sure.
Like, what do you think you could do to help us get into this place?
Feel my way through it.
Okay.
You
Okay.
I could blow it
You
open.
could you could use the way to
I can
sense
use
what the
way
key
to,
the key card is, or what the
Yeah, yeah.
what the passcode is.
Or if you
Good,
want,
because we're all a team and everyone's going to get the place. So get in here, Fish Girl. And
Don't call me fish girl.
sorry,
Are you
You
able
want me to
to
do this or not?
very much, and I apologize, ma'am.
are you
That's
able to
right.
practice dimensional numerology?
Ichthyo Frau.
Annoying.
I killed Chris. Oh my god.
Nope.
Are they both
Double
threes?
threes.
All right,
Both
threes. All right, so that's a failure. Because he was distracting you, you were just.
Because he called me fish girl. That's
He
what
did call you fit,
happened.
and it threw you off the way until you triggered an alarm. And so.
Can I try to reroute that?
So they throw you out.
At some point, I'm not wearing pants.
No, the alarm's already been called.
That's
So
all points.
You could use a flashback. If you wanted to, for example, to say, "Oh, well, we had uniforms on. We're in disguise."
So, all right, yeah. So I'll actually say that we went flashback to say that we managed to get at least magnets to say that we're part of the security department when we're running a test.
Okay, so
And I'm
that'll
dressed
be-
like a doctor, so no one suspects me.
Do you want me to be with you in another uniform?
All right, so yeah, you that
You
costs
pick up the lab coat.
one stress.
Okay.
To say that you did that.
Right.
So now you can make a social roll to talk your way out of the guards.
All right. Oh shit.
Or I mean, the doctor's right there, so you can do it.
You want me to go with you?
Our doctor can. What's your social skills?
Better.
Sway. Oh, you got sway. So
I have command.
I was brought in to be able to solve this problem, as our resident doctor will tell you.
Okay.
Doctor.
Dr. Ong. Dr. Richard L. Ong.
Do you want me to go with
Wait,
you?
that's not what your name card says, or maybe I'm misreading that.
That says Doctor Feelgood.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. So the guard is there.
So by the way, do you guys want me there as another guy in uniform?
So, do you want to talk the guard out?
I'm going to
Why
try.
would you? You weren't supposed to be on shift. I'm not sure why you're here.
Because the other guy called in. And he always calls in. Because you know why? He's taking stuff from here. And he's taking it home. And he's playing with it.
That sounds like a lot of security violations.
It is a security violation. Mission, what the hell you're doing around
It's
here?
absolutely
Well, I guess I should call central management. I mean,
Well, now you're going to call it because I brought it to your attention.
yeah,
Well, good. Then we're finally solving problems here. We're all adults.
yeah. Okay, well, just stay right there while I call it in.
That's not necessary. We're here to count the current meds.
Absolutely. We need to make sure that the thievery actually has happened. I'm just throwing this out there.
All right. This is a desperate roll. So go ahead and give me sway.
Okay, so how do I roll?
2 dice.
You have how many things do you have in sway?
2.
So you roll 2.
Is this
It is 6 to your
okay,
constitution.
how absolutely necessary is this action, do you think?
Before you need money.
Well, if you need to,
Well,
if
we
you
need
Or
want
the
to-
to,
plan- the
if
director
you want to
plan.
get the cops to raid the race to cause the distraction, you need these drugs.
All right.
So, should we
Gambit?
put a gambit on it?
Possibly, yes.
That might be a good
I
idea.
think so.
I think that's worth a gambit.
If this is to save a situation and not have to do more work later.
Yeah.
I think spend a gambit. Yeah.
So,
spend the
grab a
gambit.
gambit
If
dice.
you keep going the sneaky, lying route, I'm going to get bored. And I got to blow something up.
Well, don't worry. If we have this up, we're going to lean on the lizard man.
Yeah.
We're going to bring in 6-pack.
6.
What's next?
He's got a
Got it.
6.
All right.
Got a 6.
All right, I guess. All right, so he does because it was a desperate situation. The effect is limited in that he will open it up and let you in, but he's coming in with you, so he's not standing outside the door. But yeah, you succeed.
Okay.
So he opens it up. So now you have to come up with a way to
R2, fuck you. You got a taser in there?
You could.
God damn it! Why didn't you have that earlier?
How did I join this motley crew?
Okay, Splash Dance still with us?
Poor decision making.
I would imagine so.
not.
Yeah.
Okay, can Splash Dance mind trick, like distract the guard with like mind tricks?
She could.
Okay,
also,
so let's discuss this with her real quick.
Or I can just walk in with a gun like, excuse me, guard. We're being robbed.
No.
Tom, that's
They're
how you-
bigger than us. Let's not do that.
There's probably like auto turrets and shit. I mean, you know.
No.
In a
you
pharmacy?
could spend another.
We're in the actual
Seen
warehouse.
altered carbon?
Yeah, I don't want to. Tell you I have something problem.
Yeah.
So, the guard's in there. You have to make this. You have to swap out. You have to get the drugs while the guard is there watching you.
Okay.
Does the guard have any kind of implants
Wait.
that I'm aware of?
No,
Yeah, can
not that
use,
you can see.
Use the force.
Yeah.
to
Cybernetics are actually kind of rare in this day.
Okay, so
My
I was
horsepower
looking
is
from that.
sundering,
Which is...
causing psychic harm to anyone in the area, which would include all of you.
No, I mean you could target it. Depends on if you rolled a 4 or 5, it would be everybody. If you rolled a 6, it would be fine.
How good are your brain waves?
Yeah.
How's your brain?
About as good as if I just tried to convince him using the force and didn't try to do any sundering.
Just to give you guys some help, you couldn't. If one of you made a 1 stress flashback, you could say we made fake drugs to swap them out because, of course, this was the plan all along.
So if somebody else, yeah.
I'm taking the stress. I'll do that. I'm the guy who would make fake drugs. I know what they look like, smell like, taste like.
I know the side
in fact,
effects.
they might even be real. I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
The orifices in which you need to take them.
So one person can make a.
You swap them with something like that's a really bad reaction with the regular.
So one person can make a consort or a sway check to distract the guard, or one person can make a skulk check to just swap them out real fast.
Who's a skulker?
Or
I'm
another
already
person
out.
can make a hack check to cause the computer systems to fail
You're up,
in a
Fridge.
convenient way.
Hack that Gibson.
Yeah.
Do it, Maytag.
2 6s. Whoops.
That's a critical success.
Awesome.
Yes.
So yeah, you
That
actually
wasn't a risky action, was it?
that was a risky action.
No,
We
it's
get
beginning
out of
Gambit.
Gambit.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Gambit goes back.
Go.
Right. Oh,
Back.
one of
Yeah, one of the-
Gambit diet. There, so.
Yeah.
Put it back.
Back.
Make sure the right one goes back. These things are $50 a piece.
So
That'd be the amethyst dice.
yeah, with a critical success, I'll say you actually managed to steal 1 cred worth of drugs.
Woo.
Uh,
So
All right, wonderful. Looks like actually everything was here. I was just blaming people for problems that didn't actually exist. Somehow I was in the war.
which one?
All of them.
All of them. I'm going to set the scene. Born in space, adrift.
Wait, were you in the Civil War about the replacing the current hegemon?
No!
No.
That one sucked.
Clearly the worst
And then I-
war.
Yeah.
And then I start describing like a famous space film about a war.
Okay.
this is his screenplay. Just humor him.
All right, there's a guy called Darth Vader.
Wait, I
Stick
think I've
with
heard
me.
this before. I think I've heard this one before.
All right, first he's a little boy. Then
Yeah, and you get to see him as a little kid.
I mean, you succeeded, so you can fuck it up if you want.
no, I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah,
I'm just explaining why we're getting the fuck out.
Yeah. Okay.
He's just saying this as we're like slowly dragging him backwards.
All right. So you have the drugs. You contact your former patient. What's his name?
Albin, ALBEN.
Yeah. You tell him you have the Calypso 6, which is
Do you want the key to
Yeah.
your mind?
which is the greatest of all the hallucinogens.
All right.
And banned in many sectors. And
Pack your bags, you're going on a trip.
And when you show him video of it or actual proof of it, he's like, yeah, where is it? And you tell him to meet him up at the Husks.
But he's going to bring me some cash, right?
Well, I mean, if you actually want to sell the drugs, then then the police.
Okay. I say that I'm paying him an old debt to him. Like I took a kidney or something. Now I'm paying him back.
No.
You got a new one.
I mean, I guess so. But you're betraying him too, remember? So it's not going to
I
count.
know, but he keeps coming back because he wants the drugs.
I know.
The
it
cops
kind of
know how
balances
he keeps
out.
getting out.
So
We're fostering a toxic
the next,
relationship.
The next thing is tipping the cops off to make sure that they actually raid, without leaving your fingerprints involved. And so the best way to do that is either one, have it done through an ally, a contact that you know.
Dude, just point to the sign.
Two,
if you see something, say something.
You do an anonymous message, but then like the cops are gonna be like, why should we believe this anonymous tip? They get anonymous tips all the time, especially ones that are distant, sectors. They're not necessarily going to go chase it. So there's that kind of thing. If you give them credible information, they're more likely going to know who it's coming from. But if you give them anonymous information, they may come late or not at all.
Who wants to roleplay the anonymous call?
Take the same video that you just sent to what's-his-face to
Yeah,
convince
Albin.
Albin.
Okay.
And send it to the cops, too.
So we just find somebody to bounce it off a different phone?
A hack test could be used to anonymize it.
We're using this a lot. I feel that this is going.
It's like a game of technology and sci-fi, science
Just if
fiction.
we're in the
And
future.
you picked the tech role.
That is true. So
I did my part, damn it.
I can't do mine.
I will see if I can transmit this.
Just let me throw a barrel at it.
Fidelity may be problematic. Fidelity was extremely problematic.
What'd you get?
Nothing. So
Two ones and a
2 ones
three.
and a 3.
That's a failure. All right, so that's a complication without a success. So the cops trace you, and there is a patrol craft heading, telling you to. As you're doing this, I'll say you're already in space en route to the husks. So Imperial peacekeeping vehicle is spaceship is telling you to essentially
Pull over.
turn your engines off.
I planned for this. I will take a stress for another flashback.
Okay.
And I said we planned for this potential inevitability since it might not have worked, and had it routed over to a transmitter off further off in distance. So they're actually not on our location. It's a dummy transmitter.
You can't reverse something that has already been happened. So
Okay.
you could say
Like
you
a
could use.
crybaby?
That's what I was saying.
That's
Yeah,
what,
that's
but
trying to
we
do.
already
We can't do
established
that.
that they're on your route.
Oh,
We-
okay.
I just said
They
that
locked
were
on.
Well,
on
but
yours.
like if we had a crybaby and like
Yeah, but
went
it
that way.
already happened, though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
can't
saying.
negate,
We
but
can't
you
backpedal.
could
Okay.
use a flashback to say you've already hacked into the systems and the cops' systems and could disable their ship.
Okay, yeah, so once they've gone, I've disabled them. So
All right. Well, that's a 2 stress one, and it
okay.
will require another hacking test.
okay, I'll do that. So
We
unless
are
you-
criminals.
This is definitely a desperate roll too.
So hopefully we have a better roll this time.
You want a gambit?
Grab a gambit.
You want a
I
gambit?
have 3 dice already.
Grab
so,
a
but
frickin' gambit.
Grab a
Grab an X-Men character.
I think he wouldn't approve. All right,
That's a
so
6. I
that's
see
a
at
6.
least
So
one.
yeah, we're good.
All right. So that succeeds. And so yeah, they'll follow you now. you disabled, you hacked your ship and turned their engines off. So guess what? They're you don't have to worry about that. It's you need to make a helm test to get there really fast.
Yeah.
To be like, hey guys, I'm here. Yeah, totally normal. Let's get going on the race.
How are you?
Yeah.
So I have potency on all speed-related rolls. All
right.
So does that give me a? What does
That'll improve
potency
your
give me?
effect.
Okay. All right, cool.
That'll improve the quality. So that will be really good if you do succeed.
Cool.
But if you fail or if you get a complication, that will be interesting.
Yeah. 5.
Oh yeah. Also, you do get another heat, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a 5, so that's a success with a complication.
Success with a complication. So
What does the potency do? Does that make that?
Well, it makes
It improves the
complication
quality
better.
of the success.
Okay.
So, like, if it was an attack, instead of doing 1 damage, you do 2 damage or 4 damage or something like that. But there is a complication. So the complication could be one of your systems is offline. Probably your awesome mega death gun.
Yeah.
That would probably be the one that I would suggest.
The one that's the core of the ship.
Yeah. Or everyone, the life support system goes off for a little bit, and everyone will take 1 level harm from.
I've got a badass spacesuit.
Yeah. If you want to make that part of your loadout.
I did already.
Okay.
Would I take the harm as I don't breathe?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess you would be fine. So, but yeah, everyone else will take 1 harm.
Where's the harm trait?
So you disable the gun or
Harm
the
is
harm.
here, so we actually
Yeah.
label
What do you
what
want?
it does.
This is the pencil.
Probably the gun.
All right. So the gun is frizzed out. It'll have to be repaired.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how complications work. So,
Yeah.
but you get there in time to saddle up to the
Play it
effect.
cool.
cool.
Albin contacts you, and he wants to meet up. You also know where. So you just have to wait until the cops show up to scatter and end the race. Now you could go and meet Album now and start in the race in a worse position, or you can say we'll make the trade after the race. And but yeah, you'll get your 1 cred from selling to Albin. But
Now let's go ahead and make the sale now because I want to guarantee the police are going to be there.
well, no, the police are coming because you already attacked them.
Well, then I don't want any loose ends.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't want to be holding the space drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll just be you'll be in the back of the race, so you'll be in a worse position when the shit hits the fan. So it's up to the pilot because he's the one piloting the ship.
Okay, so what are my options again there?
Make the sale now. Get to the back of the race. So when the shit hits the fan, you'll be behind everyone else and be the first one targeted by the police. I
didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, they're targeting. They're coming from the back. So.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. I think we need to change strategy.
Yeah, okay.
That's a nice detail. Friends, what do we think? Do I hold the drugs or do I sell them now?
Man. Tough call.
Yeah.
I will say there is a space. There's a minor you could. There is a like a space shelter in one of the asteroids that still has life support, so you could drop off the doctor there, and you can deal with Albin, and then you can swing back and pick him up. But obviously, he's going to be isolated.
I've got to sit there and listen to. He's going to talk about his fake band, Albin and the Chickmunks. God. Just they swallow helium and they scream.
I have to subject him to this. Yeah, I'm dumping him on the rock.
You.
All right.
I'm just stroking my rifle one day. One day.
So, yeah, actually, probably the best thing for you would be to go, have Albin take you to Kubik's position, and you can rendezvous with the players there. So,
All right, fine.
And yeah, so the Echo Wave riders, Zatara is like, all right, we're gonna have the greatest race ever. Fuck those wreckers, we can take them. They're a bunch of cowards anyway. They never show up until the end of a fight.
There won't be a problem. Don't worry about it.
Forget about it.
So you start the race. You didn't, so the police aren't showing up immediately because you didn't specify just that they would show up. So go ahead and give me another helm check.
Yep.
Is this the crucial one? Or
I got another 5.
All right.
So
For easily, you can stay in the race but lose some position, not be all the way to the back, but closer to the back, or you could get up front and the hull will take a hit.
we'll stay middle of the pack.
Okay.
We don't care about winning the race.
No,
do
yeah,
we?
not at all.
no, we worry about.
Well,
skipping
you
away.
lose position or you gain position. You can't stay where you are. So
No,
with the 5. Okay.
Right, we're just not at the back. Right?
Yeah, you're not at the back, but you do lose some position.
We're probably looking for a point to slip away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
So
don't want to be.
so you're the Echo Wave riders. You take crazy risks.
Yeah.
Some of them are getting scraped up pretty badly. There's a couple of collisions. It's getting intense.
I have an idea that might help us. If Tom wants to give an assist using equipment, if Six Pack wants to give an assist using equipment, it might give us a cleaner slip away. This might help.
Fritz, you could try and repair the cannon, the ship's weapon.
I would be happy to.
I was going to propose how much of a loadout did Six Pack go with?
Probably heavy, since all he wants to do is wreck shit.
Doesn't have anything on his
Tom,
sheet.
did you go heavy or normal on your loadout?
I went medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much do you have left?
I haven't done anything yet.
So a spacesuit and one of your heavy weapons and anchoring yourself to the outside of the ship and causing a massive explosion to make it look like we just blew the fuck up.
Yeah, I could do a spacesuit and Zarathustra, my detonator launcher.
Yeah.
So therefore, we make it look like we just
like.
blew the fuck up, which would be more of an assist maneuver or some kind of maneuver to help the helm roll to slip away quietly.
Sure.
Okay.
So, and for the repair tool, since I have that marked off my gear, that would be the extra dice, correct? So,
Yeah.
okay, so just make sure. Sorry. All right. And
This is
5. So,
all right. All right, so you could either repair it fully and take an electrical shock as you're going really fast, or you could damage one of the other systems.
At this point, I'll take the shock myself. So
Okay. Level 2 harm, you can make a resistance check with resolve or prowess to lower it.
So resolve or prowess?
Probably prowess, actually, since it's physical.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me take
Prowess is how many things do you have in any of those?
resolve. I have 1 in prowess. So,
So you get 1.
okay, so all right. At least give it a try. 4.
4? Okay, reduces down to a level 1 harm. So, yeah.
Stabilizer's okay. My twitch arm. Oh, that's going to be going off for an hour.
So the cannon's back online.
And so you say Wesley.
So let's see. Yeah, you're making the ship. Tom, make a six pack. Make a scrap roll to, or no, scramble roll. Really, you're hanging off the ship. Yeah.
I just think that works.
Yeah.
6
Wow.
and 5.
All right. Yeah.
I just like the mental image.
So with that, you can easily get away. Just as you're beginning to slip away, you're in a really good position, so you get +1 die on your piloting check as the cops are raiding the race from the back.
We might get we thought you were dead later on.
I got a 4.
All right, so that's a complication.
Yep.
So they can be hot on your tail, or they get a parting shot off of you. In fact, I'm going to say, unless you can hit them first.
I'm going to do an assist.
Okay.
Simply by being in the cockpit.
Okay.
I'm lucky.
Okay.
I'll take a stress.
Listen, I'm lucky.
Well, I mean, the roll's already made. It's already.
Oh, I thought,
yeah.
okay, so never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, assist. You'd have to.
It sounded like you were going to have him do another roll.
No, yeah,
Sorry.
I'm letting you choose which one it is.
Okay.
Which consequence it is. Or you can make a resistance check to mitigate that. So that would,
Yeah, I'm going to make a resistance check because I get a +1 dice for that.
All right.
So, yeah, I'll totally do that. I got a 5.
Okay. So let's see here. They get a parting shot. Actually, no. I'll just say you take another heat.
Okay.
They tag your ship. Or at least your type of ship.
Yeah.
So they're definitely going to be interested in talking to you. But yeah, you managed to get away. You're heading to Cubic. So meanwhile, you're talking to Albin on the space shelter. And yeah, so I'm thinking about getting the band back together again.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Oh man,
And
Completed the healing reserves.
have you thought about career music?
absolutely, all the time.
So what do you want to sing?
Absolutely, through my space harmonica.
Oh my god, this is gonna be great.
Monica.
What would it be?
So that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm really.
I've been thinking about your successes.
Thanks.
Of course, you just have to be in the right venue. You just have to hit the right note. You got to find the right crowd, and you just got to bite on.
Oh wow, you're really inspirational, man.
Of course, you have been in my heart ever since that first operation I performed on you that went horrible. But I paid you back, so you're not mad at me still, right?
No.
Why would you be? Because I brought you
Wait,
drugs.
you went it wrong? I don't remember that.
Shut up! I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Those painkillers you gave me made me forget a lot of things.
That's what they do. That's why you stop hurting.
Oh, yeah, but I forgot a lot of things.
Yeah,
the word
because it took
malpractice.
parts of your brain away.
Oh,
If you don't have the brain parts that make you hurt, you can't hurt. Ipso facto, magna cum laude, pro bono.
oh, the cops have shown up. There's a lot of there's a raid.
Don't pay attention to that. You're hallucinating.
Oh, okay.
See,
Well, I
have
mean-
you taken them yet? You're going crazy.
One's coming this way.
Look, that's what you think. That's what you think.
Oh, well, I'm gonna get my spaceship now. So
That's fine. I got your money. You got my totally legitimate drugs, and
yeah.
we're just gonna forget this ever happened.
Oh, you don't need a ride anywhere?
Do I?
You're in that space shelter. You're basically in an abandoned space
You
station.
were going to get a right to that.
Oh, I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Notice pops up on your phone.
Get the fucking ride, I spin around and my tailcoats get in my face. I'm just like, yes, Albin, please. Okay, by the way, have you thought about this band name? I got this one. How about Albin and...
All right. So as you're heading to Cubics, as there's chaos breaking out all throughout the husks, you can tell that the wreckers are sending out their ships as well, and they don't know what the fuck's going on. So you get a message. Steve Wyoming's on your comms like, "Oh, hey man, don't want to bug you, but like my boss, Cubics, the Concordian Knight, he's calling us, and he's got a problem, man."
Yeah. What's up?
Okay, do you want to put him through?
If he's willing to talk to us, that's great.
You're not going to be mad.
No.
Okay. Greetings, fellow traveler and adventurer. I am Cubics, the Concordian Knight.
Hi.
Hail.
I see you have treated my Steve Wyoming well.
Yeah, his own private Idaho.
Yes. I do not understand that, but I will... But I must ask you, fellow adventurer, for a boon beyond that which you have already promised.
Am I done hanging out the back of the ship yet?
No.
I'm still back here.
Yeah, you're getting...
Enjoyed the ride.
I am. It's fine.
No, you can get back in. You're
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
good.
I mean, what kind of level of boon are we talking about?
Well, you ask my Steve Wyoming why I was here?
Well, we kind of go like a no questions asked, do our, help people out just because it's the right thing to do and money and all that. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, you see, the wreckers, they often replenish their ranks by recruiting, quote unquote, really enslaving those who are on desperate trapped ships who are running out of air and water. And I, of course, had found a crippled vessel as I was exploring, looking for the light of the holy word that will bring a dead world to life. It is a great quest that I am on. But anyways, yes, it is. It is a greatest quest. With this technology from the precursors, we would be able to bring a dead world back to life.
Precursor technology?
Yes.
Interesting.
But I thought there was a lead here buried among these barren rocks, but I not yet found. But the light had shown me those in aid, those who needed aid. A colony ship was crippled, and the people ran out of air and water, and they had yet refused the wreckers' call to let them join. And I was rendering them aid, repairing their ship, and that is where I'm trapped right now. But the wreckers, I believe, have agents, traitors, who are secretly willing to kill me, certainly, and others, to force the others to join them as low-ranking members. Do you understand my dilemma?
So,
No.
let's get straight to the point here, because it sounds like you're kind of all over the place.
Oh.
Okay, it's cool. Are you asking us to transport people, or figure out who isn't on the up and up?
Well, that would help. Repairing the ship would also help. Or convincing the wreckers to leave them alone.
Well, we do have a great refrigerator unit.
I don't understand. If that is a code, I blink. Yes, I'm
Downright icy sometimes.
I keep things fresh.
Keeping it fresh. Oh, yeah.
Remember, fear is the mind killer.
God damn it. Oh, God. Yeah, we had to go there.
Yeah. So he needs help.
He was a nerd.
I cannot leave until I have helped these people.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll kind of come up with pay scale and different services, and we'll have that ready for you when we arrive. Just be ready to mobilize, just in case things are going a lot faster than you expect. A lot of fast-moving things right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of flashing. Yeah.
Okay. So,
But no
arrive
flash
shortly.
dancing.
yeah. So you
Just
get
splash dance.
to the
Exactly.
colony ship. You can see the Concordian Knight Cubics' ship is tied up to it. Or
So, guys, how much do you want to charge for what? Now, we could try to root out the guys, but I think that's extra. We could try to repair the ship, which means withstanding rooting out the guys. That's like a lot extra. Or we can just GTFO.
I say
Just
repair.
give us
I say
the
repair the
name.
ship
Do
where I haven't paid any
um,
experience.
point of order. Unless Cubics is actually rescued and taken to Lithios in the Iota system,
We don't get paid at all.
You don't get paid at all, man.
But we're trying to help the extra, which means that's the extra.
But he won't leave unless you help him. So it's really part of the whole price, man.
He could just help. He could just give us the thing.
We took this order from a clone. Can we just get a clone of the guy that we're supposed to save?
Well, you'd have to go to a clone maker.
And that would cost money.
Where's it? Florida?
It's in a different system.
Oh.
That would make him a Florida man.
So, yeah, you get to the system, or you get to the ship. Sorry, it's a beleaguered colony ship. You can tell it's taken heavy damage. Your sensors indicate there's at least 100 people on board, and yeah, they're not doing so well. Albin, drops you off. He is, well, actually, as you're getting there, you're going to have to get through the wreckers, echo wave riders, and police that are all fighting throughout the system. So, you can...
I'm not going to have any trouble because I'm a doctor, and doubtless people have been harmed in this situation.
Oh, yeah, you could actually say you could actually message that, like you're... intergalactic.
I'm ahead of the EMTs.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me. Yeah, use your ability.
Doctors without space borders.
What is it, Sway?
I would guess it's Sway, and this is the Welcome Anywhere ability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is plus 1d, so that's one more dice.
Yeah.
Die.
Mm-hmm.
I understand plurals and singular.
Yep.
Moose.
Uh-oh.
More reroll mechanic.
Nope. So, yeah, that's not working. Let's say a wrecker ship doesn't really give a shit about and is targeting Albin's ship. So, you can either lie to the wreckers, try and hail them, or you could take the helm yourself and rest it for Albin.
Can I scramble and just get out of there?
You could get in a spacesuit and hope that you can get to the other spaceship before you run out of fuel for your jetpack, essentially.
I guess the point here is to wonder which path is going to give you the most dice to roll.
I don't know. What are you best at?
Swaying
and doctor and
yeah, it's probably talking the wreckers down then.
All right, I'm going to try to talk the wreckers down.
All right, what are you going to tell them?
Just listen. I'm a doctor. I'm here to patch people. Are any of you guys hurt? Did anyone get hurt? There was a big mashup over here. Lots of screeching.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Is there anybody with chronic conditions?
4. Yeah, they do. So you will be delayed as they actually hook up to your ship and demand that you treat some of their wounded people.
And I won't hesitate.
All right, give me a
stitching
roll.
None of them are cops.
What kind of roll?
Stitching.
Doctor.
Stitching. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Doctor.
It's up here.
Oh, it's doctor. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Depends what you're supposed to do that.
A 4.
All right. So you heal them, but it's very stressful on you. So take 2 stress.
Thanks.
Yep. Well, how many stress do you have left?
Let's see here. Left is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do you have 5 left?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's very stressful for you. But then you'll be delayed, so you'll show up later in the scene. But yeah, they will let you go to the colony ship. So, the rest of you, what are you going to do? You can dock into the colony ship. There are colonists there. Cubix is there as well. But
My vice is both weird and obligation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for this artifact thing that Cubix is talking about.
Well, that's like the entire faction's goal. Like it's the holy grail to them, essentially. So it's like an overarching goal.
So they don't have it.
No, they're looking for it. It's like a long epic scale thing.
Okay.
So you could talk to him about that if you wanted to do, like, that could be your group's goal eventually, is to find the light. Yeah, he's just like, he's essentially, a Grail Knight, but in space. And he is trying to find that. So yeah, with especially a mystic, you could assuage the people's fears.
Mm-hmm.
You could look through the hearts of the betrayers and find out who they are.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and find the traitors.
Okay.
With the way.
Don't call them out. Let us know quietly.
Walking out there. Who among you has betrayed them?
I don't have to do any of that. I just have to walk through them.
Which one's Spartacus?
Nope.
Yikes.
Nope.
So
Can't
you
tell.
fail?
Can't tell who they are.
All right, you fail, and that is quite stressful to you as you feel there's another way.
I feel really bad about this, guys.
No, there's another mystic fighting you. It is.
Oh no!
So you'll take 4 stress minus a resistance roll.
Can I spend a gambit instead of taking 4 stress, guys?
No, you can make a resistance check.
Make a resistance check.
Resolve.
Oh. Well, it says the way I can spend a gambit instead of playing at any stress cost.
Oh, yeah. Then, yeah, you can do that.
Do it.
So, guys, is that cool?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, allow it. Why not?
Because I don't want to pay for stress.
All right, so you can't. That doesn't work.
Didn't work, guys. It didn't
And
work.
they're alert. The
there's a
traitor
bad
or
guy.
traitors are alerted to you.
He's a bad mystic.
So
I can shoot at him.
I can gather
Probably
info.
has a red laser.
I can gather info really well with better effect, but I've only got 1 die in it so far. So I can just hope for the best, or we can build up die and it'll have, again, +1 effect, and I can also ask, who might this benefit?
What do you do?
I have a special ask questions later ability.
And how does that work, sorry?
When you consort to gather info, so if I just talk to people, it gains +1 effect, which means it's very effective, and I get to additionally ask, who might this benefit?
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
So does anybody, is everybody
a risky action?
It is risky? All right. Is it okay if I use that last die, or does somebody want to assist? Or so I can spend Gamut, we can assist, or I can just push myself. Or, okay, Devil's Bargain. I believe somebody else suggests.
Oh, yeah, Devil's Bargain is some mechanic.
Let's try this. Why not?
Devil's Bargain means I give you an additional consequence that you pay regardless if you succeed or not, but I give you an additional die.
Yeah.
So your Devil's Bargain is that you get cornered by desperate colonists who want to essentially mug you.
Okay, so what'll happen is I'll take the Devil's Bargain. I'll also automatically take the 2 stress because I really want this to work.
Yeah.
But if it works, oh hell yes.
Right.
So this is a way to game the system a bit, and nobody wanted to assist, so that's cool.
Wait, does anybody want to assist?
Would I be able to, or do I have to like
jump? Or,
this is consort.
This is me talking to the people, just trying to get a basic feel for who's not on the up and up.
I have nothing in consort.
And you'd have to take 1 stress is the issue.
Yeah, you can basically.
I'll do
Do you
it.
want to do that? Take a stress to help him.
It adds a die.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you
I'll
take
take a stress. I'll take a stress one.
All right, you can do it too.
Okay, so I'll just add. All right, he's a big fucking die. So
Well, you take
hopefully,
a stress.
I just want to push this all the way, see what happens.
we're gonna game the system real quick, see if this works.
All right.
So
you
that's
explode,
5.
Chris. You
That's
explode.
5 dice. Knowing my luck, I'll probably just roll all ones, but
That's possible.
all right. There's a 6.
There is a 6.
Does that mean we get to add a gambit?
No, that's a critical, right? Or
It says
That's a
6
critical-
or a critical.
oh,
Yeah.
6 are critical.
Okay, actually, you did say this was a risky.
Risky.
So yeah, that means a gambit gets added back in.
Okay. All right, so you succeed, and so you do figure out that there is a group of colonists. They were heading. Essentially, they're sort of There's one group of colonists in particular who were trying to lead off the ship, redirect it to a different planet than where they were originally heading to, and they're sort of there were a minority of them, and there wasn't quite an armed conflict, but guns were pointed at each other, and there's still sore feelings about it. And yeah, so there's about 10 people you could narrow it down to. You don't know if all 10 are there or on the trader side, or if it's 1 or 2 people who are traders.
How amoral do all of you feel?
Yeah. So you do know one of them is
That's a loaded question.
is a mystic, and you do know a mystic is guarding them. So you do know, yeah, the mystic you pretty much can confirm is one of the traders. So you do know one name. So I'll give him.
He's a cold-hearted snake. Look into
At
his
this
eyes.
point, yeah.
He's been telling
lies.
Yeah, he goes by the
I'm
name
cold-blooded.
Zenith.
Zenith.
Yeah, Zenith.
Cold-blooded
So-
is not the same as cold
So he's kind of woody. All right. Okay. So guys, what do you think? I mean, we kind of know the people that might be behind this, that might kind of be tipping off wreckers. If we can take care of them, we can work in peace and just.
Well,
get
you
that.
realize what they're doing. If the wreckers hired them out, they're essentially sabotaging the system, making sure Cubics cannot fully repair the ship, because eventually then the people will be so desperate they have no choice but to join up with the wreckers to not fucking,
They're setting up their
Science
own
based.
people.
Now, I have a really quick solution, but it's not very nice.
They're setting up their own people. They're not very nice.
So I mean, we can promise them safe passage and get them to an airlock that's totally hooked up to our ship.
I'm fine with this solution.
I do not brook with traitors to their own people.
Okay, so we just need to somehow make sure that they don't know what we're really thinking about doing. That they can't read our minds with a mystic. And then we just lead them over there and, say, hey, we'll just get in the ship. Help yourself at the galley.
Why would they do that?
Because we're giving them special treatment because we've been paid. So we got to.
Well, I mean, the Wreckers are saying you need to get everyone to sign up with the Wreckers in order to get you a bonus. Like they're not going to find that very persuasive.
Okay, so I'm going to think of another angle then. Got to figure out how to get them into that airlock.
You could tell them that you're working with the Wreckers.
Okay, so once I've already checked off forged documents, I can't do it again, right?
Right.
Okay. So if I have an item that is in bold on my specialty items, what effect does that typically have on a roll? Like if I were to use the fine coat, which would be a social.
Fine means it gets +1 die on things that wouldn't matter.
So if I were to make a social,
so a fine blaster would mean you get +1 die.
So if I were to use my fine coat to sway them,
yeah. If you want to,
how's this? I'll go on the ship. I'll find a coat that looks a bit wreckery. I've got tons of coats. And I'll put on my record.
Well, as a scoundrel, you could be saying, well, I don't work for the Wreckers. I work for their friends, the Burkano Syndicate. Okay. We're so impressed with your performance, we want you to sign up directly with us.
So I'll take a jacket that looks really slick, leathery, lots of buckles and straps, but it's really quiet and it's all black, like even the buckles. And just strap everything the fuck in, look as neat as possible, take my hair out of the bouffant so I don't look as ridiculous for half a second. Go back on the ship.
Makeover!
Find them. Making makeover. Find them. And I'll be using my fine coat.
Okay.
To assist with my sway.
And you're essentially...
I'm trying to talk them into... Listen, I'm poaching them. Because they show potential.
But you're tricking them to go to spacing them, right?
Oh, fuck yes.
Okay. So that's desperate. Because
it is really...
That's a great effect.
Yeah, it is really messed up.
And that's the kind of trick.
I have fine bedside manner.
So that's a desperate act.
Okay, so desperate was, do I need extra dice or...
No, it's just if you fuck up, it's a lot worse for you.
All right, let's go with this.
All right.
I get experience for taking chances.
Yeah.
We should get a dog on the ship. Like Einstein.
Right.
It's my 4th time doing something really, really outlandish, so, fuck it.
Yeah, consequences are going to be pretty bad. Is anybody going with them?
No, I'm preparing my fine melee weapon when this goes.
Well, I was thinking you could.
Well, if you want to be nearby, you have to make a skulk action in order to set up. I mean, you could
action.
Yeah, you could set that as a flashback, so you don't have to roll now. But in order to be positioned nearby, so yeah, let's do your roll first.
Okay, so I've got my base 3. Sorry, it's base 2 plus the coat. Mind if I grab another one of those gambits?
Go for it.
Yeah. 2. God, I don't want to spend the stress on this one because that might have anything. I'm not going to ask anybody else to assist on that one because that's just terrible. Devil's Bargain, I think, would just be saying, kill me now. 4 dice. All right.
You've got this.
Just remember, breathe through your ass.
6! Right. See, it worked.
Ass breathing achievement.
So basically, listen, we here at I'm with the Burnicker Syndicate. I think you're settling for the lesser of consequences here. The Wreckers are nice and all, but we could use people of your skill, of your talent, of your unique moral positions.
Mm-hmm. We think you've got great potential, Kit DeLuca.
So, just follow me. We have a special ride just for you.
All right.
Get them in there.
Hold on.
Okay, all right.
Zenith does agree.
Okay.
Okay, well, we need to... How much space do you have on your ship?
Enough.
Well, we have cargo.
Oh, great. How much cargo?
Let's see here. Belco, Nelco, you go check it out.
Belco, Nelco.
So, 2 of the heavies.
You don't want to know about Velcro.
Don't even ask.
So basically, the Mystic's saying to send those 2 ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me give them the exact coordinates. Let me just check, make sure.
We don't need coordinates. Just tell me which airlock it is.
Hold on.
There's only like 12 on the ship. Like,
Hold on.
okay.
I call 6-pack.
Yellow.
3-piece. 3-piece. You were at airlock number 4, right?
Yes.
To help our passengers board? Well, really disembark into the proper path.
I am nothing but a good negotiator of people moving.
Excellent.
That sounds exactly like a lizard man's understanding. of basic.
Turn it off. Yeah, you guys go to number 3. Do forgive 3-piece. He's a little slow.
All right, so he sends the rest of you. So he starts pouring you a drink.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, basically wait and hope that...
He sends some other people to go out and get the cargo, whatever it is.
And I'll be texting 3-piece to maintain silence. Keep it quiet.
No, but essentially, I shall text back. Oh, you want me to kill them?
Text to voice.
I want them out of the way.
Well, so dead.
Ish.
Before you kill them,
You could have had a flashback to work this out. Because of course, you would have figured.
Do you want me to spend the stress just to make sure?
Hey, Kenmore.
Okay, it's like
we need to get a recording of their voices. They're going to call them. You need to digitally scrub that shit.
Yeah, you can be back here with me.
That seems like a risky proposition.
Life is a risky
you
proposition.
can totally mean singular
doesn't
them.
understand life.
Everything's fine.
Hey. I have been alive more years than you have. I can't remember them all. But I
Fine
can...
life.
Hey-o!
Whatever you say, ginger beer.
Oh,
Wow.
All right, so, the 6-pack. Yeah, there's 2 armed goons heading towards airlock 4.
Okay. Would that be a study roll to record and replicate their voice patterns?
I'd allow that, but I mean, you have to get them talking for a while, which would be a consort check. But
I don't have that.
Command?
I have
You'd
command.
be there to consort.
You can throw them off guard by barking orders at them.
Anybody take consort other than Sean? All right, we're gonna
Worst face ever.
We need to
I
save
just
some points on
figured
that.
we'd kill them.
I thought, okay, so
Why doesn't murder work?
let me run this play out for you. Okay, Big Boy chucks them through the airlock. They deep space. They're donezo. Mystic calls ahead and says, "Hey, where are y'all?" Who answers the radio?
well, you could capture them. You don't have to space them if you get the drop on them.
I feel like
If you get
Tom's not a
attempt to-
captured.
Do you have
Type
any
creature.
less than
Send
lethal
phasers
weapons?
to stun.
He doesn't because he used all his loadout.
No, I have a vibro sword,
I have
my detonator
sundering.
launcher, and a spacesuit.
You don't have to designate your loadout ahead of time.
Well, I mean, I thought you spent
I
all
have
his points on
sundering,
it.
and
Oh, you did?
sundering
Okay.
specifically stuns.
What does?
Sundering?
Go stun them.
Yeah, you could stun them.
So
and
sunder
then you
them,
could-
and then he'll secure them.
Then you
and
could command them to talk.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to engage them when they come back. Hello.
Are you 3-piece?
Yes.
All right.
Do you enjoy alcohol? I have some.
No, we want to get this over with. What's your ship specs?
Keep talking.
Right. I'm just something going to go like Dan Aykroyd from 1941. The exact specs of this class of ship are the following: the Freon compressor. 2.
All right, you can give me a sundering roll.
All right.
Put this brain right down the middle.
No. I need to do different. I need to pull this thing over here.
All right.
I need to banish these guys.
Yeah, no additional consequences. You just fail, and they're alerted. So,
In that case, punch.
all right, give me a scrapper
Fine
check.
melee weapon.
This is going to be desperate to knock them both out before they can raise an alarm.
All right.
What do you have to throw at it, and what weapons can you add to it?
Well, Vibro Sword is a one way. I'll give you a die if you throw in the Vibro Sword, but they're going to be dead and not captured.
Well, if they have phones, they have messaging systems. They have messaging systems. You can I don't know.
Yeah, but
Just
you.
king
Well,
crack, though,
I
so.
mean,
that takes time.
Look,
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
like, it's fine. This is what we're going to do.
You can also
are you
spend,
knocking them out or using the sword?
I'm knocking them out.
Tom,
All
you
right.
can spend 2 stress to give yourself an extra die.
I will do that.
You could also take a devil's bargain for an additional die.
True.
What's that again?
That means I give you a consequence that happens regardless if you fail or not.
Heart attack.
No, in this case, it's pretty obvious. One of them sticks a vibro knife in you.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Okay,
Give me
so
that.
you get an additional die.
Give me another one.
I don't know if you want mine.
No, I'll take this. All right.
And nobody else can really assist you.
Nope. It's all me.
Yeah, and yeah, this is desperate.
Well, that's a lot of
Six.
sixes.
2 6s
That's a
actually.
lot of
And
sixes.
you didn't spend any gambit, so we get another gambit back.
All right.
So with 2 6s would be a critical, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I don't
Go
want to have to do it.
over there.
I think there's still
That's one of
shots.
those.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. 2
Uh,
6s is critical, correct?
Yeah, it is a critical. The devil's bargain so goes off, so you
That's
get
fine. Oh, I
you
knew
get
that.
stat. You basically well, you can narrate it, but
All right. She attempts to stun them,
yeah,
and
there's interference because of Zenith,
At that
the
point-
dark mystic.
actually at that point, I just brush over and just kind of like just an arm around both of them,
Yeah.
to like choke them out unconscious. And one guy gets his knife out and just like sticks it like right in my shoulder. It's like, just, like blood starts running out of my mouth. Just from,
What
like,
color
biting.
is your blood?
I'm gonna say
Violet.
no, it's red.
All right.
Crimson. It is crimson. Yes.
Ah, poetic.
And then just like I was like I actually go like, hush, little babies, don't say a word.
All right. Yeah, they both go out.
I
You didn't raise the
observe,
alarm?
Shaking my head.
Stitch, if you're a doctor, you could try and doctor him up.
Absolutely would not hesitate. I like this guy. He's a dancer. You've seen him dance. He dances quite well.
All right.
By the way, I do want to like I'm going to throw a line of some scrubs like this. Sort of like, does what hurt? The knife.
I'm going to also, while they're doing it, I'm going to take their communicators off of them, or personal PDAs, and see if I can get any kind of recording off of these guys.
You'll have to wake them up for that.
I just look
Well,
at
no, see if they record something.
Like, hey, there was no shame in that.
See if they recorded something to the phones of their
Okay,
personal
we'll
PDAs.
do that in a second. So give me a doctoring check.
Okay.
It's like splash dance. There's nothing wrong with that.
I know.
It's just when you're
That's a
dead.
6, yes?
All right, you take one level.
You seem disappointed, Ross. I saw that sign.
Damn it, you succeeded.
Tom, your knife wound is superficial. It's a level 1 harm.
Okay.
Or unless you already have a level 1 harm.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. So,
It's like, yeah, you did good.
yeah, you
Also,
can hack
I'm
their
bleeding.
phones.
Yeah,
you
sorry.
hack their messages.
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding.
It's just a level 1 harm. It's fine.
It's just a
4.
Okay. Let's say, you want to succeed. What was your goal with this?
To get a voice pattern that we could use to spoof their own voices to the other, damn, for their name.
Yeah. All right. So you do get their voicemail essential system. However, you realize you've set off an alarm that Zenith's going to notice any minute now. You've tampered with it enough, so you've set up a tampering system. So you only have one shot to create a voice message faked. So
Okay.
So this is actually going to be a sway check that you have to do. Do you have any in sway?
I do not.
So
You can stress, you can devil's bargain, you can
yeah,
gambit.
because you have to come up with a message. You
That
don't
could-
have time to get someone else to write a message.
No,
for
so
you.
in this case, I think that probably would be a good stress angle to be
So
able
you
to
get
do
that.
that. So
You can use a gambit, of course.
I think this would be a good time to use a
Yeah.
gambit. So at least to give
Can
myself.
can I assist from the ship to kind of boost the power?
Do you have
or whatever?
sway?
I do have sway.
Okay. You could be yelling at things for him. So yeah, for one stress, you could give him one die.
Just to do a screaming serenade towards me.
No,
Yeah.
tell him this. Tell him this. What?
So
Okay.
that'll be one more die.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Why don't you ever listen to me?
And this is obviously going to be
Talk to
desperate.
machines.
And this is obviously going to be desperate.
You talk to me.
Don't crit though.
don't fail.
Or do.
I hate you.
5.
5. Yeah, actually, you said that.
I was like,
no.
I hate you. I sat on my phone.
God damn it, Pelko. Jeez.
I am sorry.
All right.
I am clearly. I enjoy breathing. And all the things.
How are you?
So he turns to you. Look, we'll just start moving the cargo up. I'll go with the cargo. It sounds like it's okay. But just get Cubics, as I can tell, is on his way, because your cover story is you're trying to get him off the ship.
Yeah, it's flimsy, I know.
Well, look, distract Cubics while we get the cargo up. And you can see they start pulling these vertical cylinders out, and you can see there's people in them. They have been doing some colonist trafficking.
That looks nice.
Yeah.
What model capsule is this?
It's the Y83. Yeah. It's repurposed from a clone making tube. They're really good at keeping people in stasis. So there have been a lot of accidents that were not really fatal. So
We take for the U-70 models. Nobody cares about those.
Well, I'll tell you.
I mean, we got to save on air and water here.
Does this smell like airlock to you?
Yeah.
Does this smell like airlock?
So
Let's get
anyways.
everything loaded up all at once, and then just be ready to just move quickly into the ship.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
take off. Okay.
Yeah. But you got to go run interference for Cubics.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. All right. So they're all going up as one group. Cubics is heading your way. So
Pop the collar off when Cubics is approaching, when they're not in sight.
yeah.
Hey, Cubics.
Yeah. Hello, fellow adventurer.
Yes, fellow adventurer.
Good sir. How are you doing?
Splendid. So splendid I changed clothes.
Oh yes.
Isn't this a great outfit?
Yes, it is quite resplendent.
Yes, many buckles and straps.
Yes, as is the
so
fashion.
many belts.
I noticed you were attempting negotiations with the failed mutineers.
Yes, well, we decided to make sure that everything was fine. They're just going to back off for a bit, keep their own counsel, and everything will be okay.
Well, yes. I wish to negotiate with them myself. I feel that there's some bad blood before.
It's okay. They're willing to just, let it go.
All right. This is going to be consort.
Trust me, they will be breathless.
Small talk 'em.
I've already used my fine code. Crap.
No, you can continue to use your phone
Okay,
code.
I'll use my fine code.
They'll be
Because I
fine.
did
The
kind of play it in,
colonists who
so...
are trapped in the stasis tubes are going to be fine if they get pushed out of the airlock with everybody else.
That would be it would be a helm check to rescue.
We can either we can
Or
pick
we
them
can
up, or
catch
we
them,
can...
right?
You can catch them, but that's not guaranteed.
Or
Okay.
we can plot where they are and their courses and send it to the cops anonymously.
the cops might not pick them up.
Okay, gotcha.
If you don't do it, it's probably not going to happen.
Ah, damn it. All right. Okay. We'll figure that out. But for right now,
Yeah, go and give me a consort check.
just double checking. Do I want to do the thing? All right. I'll do the stress.
For an additional die.
Yep.
All right.
Because my history of die rolling is terrible. Oh, no, that worked out.
All right.
Okay.
So, you talk them as they wheel the tubes.
I'm going to walk Cubics around the ship while we're talking and keep him distracted with occasional off anecdotes, and occasionally walk down the wrong hall with him and just keep him distracted by just walking.
Sure, that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's easy for you to do that. The rest of you can see that the mutineers are coming, and they have tubes of people. That they're loading in the airlock. So, what is your plan? Are you just going to space them all? Or are you going to try and rescue the people? Or are you going to try and ambush them? Because those tubes look like they're this vacuum, but again, they're going to be sucked out into space. And
I can inspect them beforehand to see if they would hold up at least for a brief time in vacuum.
why would you do? Well, what's your cover story for that?
They'll
So-
be fine in vacuum. It's the debris.
Quality assurance.
It's not.
We only take the finest capsules and colonists on our ships.
That's a sway. Like
Somebody lie for me.
I'm in the ship.
Someone
Our
buy
captain
for me.
says so. Put it on the
Only
speaker.
take
This one only has a bachelor. Send it back. Nay, not in mine.
Aaron, don't write checks your ass can't cash.
It's you.
Well, you could just ambush them now. They're all out in the open. You can tell these are all the evildoers because they're carrying a bunch of fucking people.
And they have big black mustaches.
Well, I mean, they've kidnapped people and put them in stasis tubes. Like,
yeah, I'm fine with just.
Do they have spacesuits on?
Wait, could you mind blast
none
them?
of you have spacesuits on unless you.
I can
You know,
try.
your robot, we
Again.
could install
You don't
a
have
test
spacesuit, although you're
machine
not
on your
Bad
face.
guys. Bad guys have spacesuits on.
I
Guys,
fail to see how
I
that
can
would
try
help.
to sunder them
Well, okay.
again.
you could.
Okay,
Also-
yeah, go
I
for it.
also have plan that doesn't rely on you.
All right,
guys.
I also
Well,
have.
Get shot.
if my stuff falls to pieces,
Well, if you open the airlock now, it's going to send everybody tumbling out.
if I try and sunder them, that I will stun them,
Mhm.
and then we can pull out the.
Okay.
Yeah, people, and then you can shove the rest out the airlock.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I'll also have my sword ready. Just like I can go weed whacking with this thing.
Yeah. All right.
Does anybody want to? Is there any way that anybody can assist me?
I'm out of play. Sorry.
I'm in the ship outside the dock.
Am I anywhere near here?
Sure.
If we want to, if we're getting to the airlock, I can try to close it behind them in a slender. Maybe create a more closed.
The airlock
area.
is closed right now.
I'll surrender stress to give her an extra die.
This
Okay.
is as if
Thank
they're
you.
approaching the airlock. You can see that they have the people in stasis tube. I'll say there's 6 tubes.
4. I succeed with
Without
this complication.
The complication is that you only get half the gang. So there's a fight on your hands. So Zenith and his body.
I was standing by.
Yeah, so it's a fight. I mean, that's fine. So
But I knocked out half of them.
you knocked out half of them, so it's a much easier fight than it was.
And now,
Uh,
now I don't have to knock out.
He pulls out his laser sword, as Zenith is a mystic as well.
I also have a fine melee weapon.
Yep. And yeah, so yeah, you both, so you can fight Zenith and you can assist, Splash Dance.
What is what do I use for that?
Scrap usually.
What if I don't have scrap?
I do.
Scramble?
You could use a tune.
Or you,
Okay,
or you
use
could
it too.
assist me.
Okay.
No, she could use a tune. I mean, it's a mystic versus mystic battle.
Yeah, so lightsabers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can I help her?
One stress.
Okay.
You take 1 stress.
Using my fine melee weapon gives me 2 dice.
Yeah? No, 1
No, it's
dice.
just one.
Well, it has 2 little.
That's
Oh.
the load. That's the load.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that said that
Let me
the
look
bolded things gave me.
at it. I think it costs 2 load, but it gives you a +1.
Well, there's a bolded thing because, like, I have some things that are not bolded. That
well, those are just,
load. I
they let
assume
you
those
do
are
it. They
just
don't give you a
heavy.
bonus die.
Yeah, I assume those are just heavy. But I have one thing that is bolded, and I assume that means that it gives me something special.
Like the fine or something like that.
Yeah.
Fine melee weapon.
Yeah.
Fine melee weapons give you a +1. Fine anything gives you a +1.
Okay, yeah.
So just if it doesn't have it, it means you can still do it though.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a tune. I have my +1 for my fine melee weapon.
And I just gave you another
and you just
+1.
gave me another one. Okay, so 4 dice.
You got this.
We'll see. This is bad.
Did you get nothing
Nope,
above?
I got nothing. 1, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. So you
So
can
much
make
harm.
a prowess roll
Yeah,
to
let's
resist the
do
consequence.
that. I've got 1 whole dice, but let's try it. Nope.
Okay, what'd you get?
1.
1.
1. No shit.
I'm not good at this.
Yeah, so you take a level 3
Listen,
harm.
I'm not a fighter. I'm
yeah,
a
he.
weirdo.
Yeah,
I'm not
he-
a fighter.
Level
3 harm?
Yeah, he stabs you pretty severely with his
Laser stab to
yeah. So, of course, nobody else was fighting because it was, 1-on-1, 1v1.
the poor sad mermaid princess.
So, yeah, it's just not your light with rolling dice.
We do have a doctor.
Yeah, you do have a doctor, so the doctor can heal you pretty quickly.
Hopefully.
So, hopefully. So,
Look at
pilot,
this
you
wound.
could have a flashback and say, no, I wasn't piloting the ship. I was hiding nearby with a blaster.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
a
I'm
good
doing.
plan.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
You were in one of the spacesuits in the airlock.
You were actually that would be a 2 stress one, but then you would get a +1 die on an ambush.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's actually how flashbacks work.
All right.
Awesome.
So yeah, you can make a scrap roll with a +1 from
Plus
the ambush.
1, and then I get a +1 because keen eye.
All right.
Do it.
I'm a quick draw,
Wait, I said it
trick
wrong.
shooting son of a bitch. And I'm watching a couple
So you
people
just-
lightsaber fighting.
And then you just shoot the winner in the back.
Yeah, basically. There's a 6.
All right.
Bam.
Yep. You shoot him in the back.
Yep.
In the head, and he goes down.
I was just a distraction.
Free laser sword.
So you do that. The goons are like, ah! They start running, but they're spraying, automatic blaster fire away.
And then I'm gonna I'll kill them.
All right, go ahead and make a scrap roll for that.
And I'm using my sword, so that's +1.
Mhm.
It's bolded.
Yep.
And I'll take more stress.
Okay.
I've taken a lot of stress.
It's been a very stressful job.
Yeah.
There's 1 6.
1 6.
All right.
5.
But yeah, you cut them down as they were.
I'm laughing maniacally.
It's more of a hiss, I think.
Yeah.
So.
But it's like,
rumbling?
blood spraying across everything. It's like,
Mudley the dog in the
Yeah.
background.
just like my birthday. All right, sorry, just like my hatching day.
Your hatching days are terrifying.
Like that or awesome.
Terrifying.
I just want to point out yet again what a giant clusterfuck this entire job has been. Going back to my bunk.
Ending like at the last 75 jobs. A perfect score.
Yeah, with Kubix's help.
I'm taking their heads.
Well, with the traitors out of the way, the mutineers out of the way, you manage to repair the ship quite easily. The colonists are able to go on their way. The wreckers are unable to do anything because they are too busy fighting the Echo Wave Riders and the police.
Apparently, we've secured a bunch of abducted colonists that we might be able to use to. Would that? If we offered just goodwill to the police?
Well, they're kind of independent. They don't want to be turned over to the police. I mean, they're
people.
They're people that were living on this ship
Yeah, so we
until
just returned
their
them home,
deaths
so.
were faked.
True, okay.
And
I thought they were like stolen from other places, so I was
No,
thinking
no.
about getting them home.
No, they're already
They're
home. They were just their deaths were fake. So
Okay.
happy families are reunited.
See, we're not all bad.
Big damn heroes.
Yeah.
Big damn heroes get a big damn reward.
Big
damn
heroes.
So yeah, Steve Wyoming comes up with beers. Like, oh wow, man, you guys, it's really intense. Good job.
It's like,
Yeah.
well, it's what we call doing work. I'm
Oh, wow.
still covered in blood.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool, man.
It is. It is demonstrably cool.
Somebody,
probably need to patch up.
me up.
Yeah, give me a doctrine roll.
Okay, all right.
Also, I was going to say, I still have the knife sticking in me. Like,
Okay.
that's it.
I wander over there with my little doctor's kit, but I've got it. Okay.
I believe in you, man.
Double fives.
Look at this wound. Isn't it neat?
No, it's
Let me
not.
help you get back on your feet.
Good job. Good job.
Don't you think that you're the girl who has blood loss?
So much fun.
There we go.
So
Your Tourette's is
So
in
she
the,
kicks me away, and I just go back in
You're-
the corner.
so reduce it down to level
you have
2.
Tourette's in the form of singing.
It's like, do you help me with the knife wound too?
No, we already did that.
I was like, oh, here, have a head. No, I'm holding up a severed head.
I don't know that.
I can't.
Okay,
He
so
can't
what does
fix that.
mean, Ross?
Well, there should be
Would
things
you like
on
a
your
severed
character
head?
sheet that
It's
says
negative.
sure.
It's negative
There you
dice
go.
to all your rolls.
Oh,
So you say what happened
I
next to
killed
the
that guy.
type of harm. So you
With my
were
sword.
yeah. Laser shot.
sorted.
Stabbed with the sword.
Let's
No one's working getting you
They're
healed
probably
up.
drunk on
Yeah, I'll
rum.
reread the rules
the
to figure that out. That's 187. I mean, you'll have time to heal up between jobs, anyways.
Yeah.
We
get downtime between jobs, and then
let's see here. Anyways, I don't want to feel the job. So, you managed to complete the job. You managed to get Kubix to Lithios in the Iota system, which is a weird ice planet full of alien artifacts. Weird stuff from earlier civilizations. And Steve Wyoming pays you 6 cred for it, which is more than your ship can hold. So your ship started with 2, and now you have
9.
Yeah.
9 totals because we
Got
sold
the 1.
drugs.
Yeah, sold the drugs for 1, and then 6 for
Oh
the
yeah,
job.
you did.
So-
Yeah.
Space drugs.
So we
You
got
have to reduce 1 for the ship upkeep, but then you have
So that is it.
downtime activities, so you guys can talk about it before and we'll do the mechanics for downtime in a second, so you guys can have a little debriefing after action.
Because
I'm
the doctors can
thinking
just suddenly disappear.
Yeah.
maybe we get power
Probably has to
reserves
go
and
get
problem solvers
more
if we've got enough
drugs.
money for those
Problem
two.
solvers would be great
Yeah,
because that
that's
helps everybody.
Yeah, it's going to boost everybody, and then power reserves makes the ship run better. So
I agree.
Yeah.
we get an extra shot on the gun and other things.
I concur.
There might be something in there to allow
The
us
ones
to
we
start
knocked out, can
leveling
we
up a
kill
bit.
them?
Well, no, leveling up a bit is
I don't
that's
care.
straight up
Yeah.
your
Yeah, I'll
actions.
kill
There's part of it. No, there's actually ways to do it with your ship on certain occasions. You can get certain types of training areas. I thought. Just passing through during pay. No, I don't know. We'd have to look it up, but
Yeah.
like there was like some kind of thing for one of the auxiliaries. I thought, but training, that was it. Like we can train insight in there, which is useless for me. Well, not useless, but so we can get training areas. Ideally, we might look into that. I don't know. We can look up the rules for that later, though. For right now, we can just declare that we're going to be immediately making improvements. If we're in an ore planet, we're probably figuring out ways to patch a bunch of weird lost tech into our shit. So,
Hey, fellow crew members, do you mind if I kill the guys I knocked out?
Please don't. The smell that lasts
Who
for days.
knocked out?
The two muscles that
Oh,
are
the
tied up
muscles.
in the closet.
Okay.
Like, I could just space them. Yeah, that's no problem.
turn them back over to the colonists.
we could let the
Oh,
colonists
that's right. Hey, there you go. Let them.
give them to cubics to give to the colonists so that we look like we're all up and up.
Yeah, surely you'd enjoy a little bit of vigilante justice.
Like, it's literally my legal middle name.
I will say the wreckers are going to figure out, because you guys did get a lot of heat
Yeah.
in that.
We're going to have to figure
say-
out how to reduce that.
So you got one more heat for the various things of getting the police there. So you got 4 heat in the system right now.
Okay.
And if you do another job against the wreckers, you'll be at -2 against them.
Okay.
So you're at -1.5 essentially right now.
Okay.
But you got +1 with the Concordian Knights.
Yay.
Space Paladin.
Yep, essentially.
Like, wow, we really should
All right,
be.
so since
we
we're
really should be
over on
associated
money,
with them,
Ross,
but okay.
there were
Yeah.
2 upgrades we were looking at.
Okay, well, there's also downtime activities.
Yeah,
Some of those cost money.
I would say let's hold off on the we'll do the ship things when we have time to like sit down and really look over the mechanics.
Well, first, I assume you all want to try and do
Get some stress out.
Yeah.
I got a lot to get out. Yeah.
I just need to get healed.
So let's see here. So downtime activities. Between jobs, you can spend downtime. So every PC gets 2 downtime activities. You may choose to do the same activity more than once. If you want to do more than 2 activities, each one costs an additional cred. So these reflect time and resources drained while you're off the clock and not earning from a job. So let's see here. The ones are acquire asset, gain temporary use of an asset, a contractor, a ground vehicle or illegal ship module, 1 special item or a set of common items for the whole crew, or a service. So another thing is crafting. You could build a thing. 2, indulge a vice. 3, lay low. You could reduce your heat or wanted system. So let's see here. So 1 character could do that for the entire group, essentially.
Okay.
I might do that with one of mine because
Long-term project. For example, Splash Dance, if you're interested in learning about the light of the holy world, the Concordian Knights, you could talk to Cubix and he could explain it to you.
I'm very interested in that, but also I have a level 2 stabby stab.
You do have a level 2
So,
Well, you get 2 activities, so.
but I might need to use both of them.
Let's
No,
see.
because you got to pay extra for it, so it's not going to.
Let's see. You do yourself. All right. So yeah, recover, repair, or train. Train gives you 1 XP. So we haven't done XP yet, but yeah, we will handle that in a second. So recover, Renee.
Yeah.
Let's see. A crew member can roll their doctor instead. Let's see here. You receive treatment from the recover, clear all 1 level harm. You've already been treated once, but as your first action, you can make another roll for it. So, let's see.
I have doctor. At 2, so I can try and doctor myself.
That would cost you 1 stress to do that.
Okay. If I'm cool with that, can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if I fail this?
It's how many segments you're going to heal up, essentially.
I'm laughing in character and also the person's table.
Pupper's trying to heal.
Yeah.
Like, we need pupper therapy.
What?
Nope. 2 fails. 2 and a 1.
2 and a 1?
Yep.
All right, so you heal 1 segment.
What is that? Oh,
His little pie. Yeah,
Little pie.
Yeah.
fell out the pie.
Oh, what?
Let me play. Let me play. I can be a character. I'm serious. There's a character shape drawn in crayon spelled SEERYUS.
All the R's spelled backwards.
Let's see. You can indulge in advice. If you overindulge, you can technically heal because you spend weeks doing that, but you'll miss a few sessions. So yeah, maybe not.
Well, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss a few sessions.
Yeah. So you can spend another one.
I can indulge in advice, which is weird, which it would also probably learn about the thing from what's his face. Yeah.
If you want, all right. So indulging in a vice. So.
I mean, I don't need to reduce stress. I need to heal.
Well, then just make another recovery roll.
Oh, I thought that costed extra.
Well,
So you have 2 actions.
You have 2 actions. You get to try. You get to try 2 things.
Okay.
So that was your first action.
Okay, so
But you can do it again.
where did that other dice go? The one that, oh no, I was rolling the one that he was rolling that was so good. All
I mean,
right.
you can have him roll for you, and you don't take. any
Yeah,
stress.
why don't you roll for me?
Okay, no problem. Want to roll your dice or mine?
I don't. Whatever
One.
dice
Yeah,
have been
okay.
doing
They
well.
got it? Okay, good.
None
And make
of
sure they're all
mine have.
just for my doctor skill?
Yeah.
All right. Hold still, young lady. I stopped smoking yesterday. It's bad.
The glue habit's
Just
still going
covering
strong.
my eyes.
Jesus.
Nope.
Okay, 6.
All right.
You didn't
it's
sing while
another
you
one.
actually healed.
One.
That's why it
Yeah,
failed.
another one.
Dang it.
You need It takes time to heal a wound, so you can
It's not-
spend.
Listen, I'm not confident with your morphology.
I am a Xeno.
Let's see here.
Can he do that? His second one to heal me?
If you, yeah, I would allow him to do that. Yeah.
My second one? What is that?
Well, you have 2. You have 2 downtime actions.
Oh, okay.
You could spend 1 healing her.
Okay. I just want to let you know in character, I'd be at the blackjack table right now.
Well, that'll be your
That's
other
your,
one.
that's your other action.
Yeah.
2
Eight.
4s.
Those are
2.
both successes, at least.
It's just all that matters is your highest die. So
Oh.
That's 2 more.
that's 2 more. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's better.
So yeah, next.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Nobody else has doctoring skills, do
Freaking
they?
Gil's get in the way of everything.
I'm not here to patch people up.
Yep.
I'm supposed to be, but it's no good.
So anybody with a level 1 harm, they can spend 1 recover action to remove it. So I know you have a level 1 harm.
Yeah, Tom. So that's
And
one of yours.
Somebody
down.
else does. I think Aaron does.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he does.
So, so who wants to indulge in a vice?
So indulging in a vice reduces your stress by how much?
When you indulge your vice, you clear some stress. Explain how your character indulges it. Let's see here.
I definitely have to do that.
A vice roll is like a resistance roll in reverse. Rather than gaining stress, you clear it. So the effectiveness of your indulgence depends on your worst attribute rating. It's your weakest quality, insight, prowess, or resolve. So if it's a 0, then you just roll 1. So you just roll 1 dice, and then that's how many you clear.
Okay.
But then if you roll more than what you have, you overindulge. So if you overindulge, if you clear more stress than you had marked, you overindulge.
Okay.
When you overindulge, you make a bad call because of your vice. To bring this, you have a rash action, reduce your stash by 4, or the crew takes 2 debt. Big talk. You gain 2 heat in the current system. And you will say in this one, you're in the Iota system, because that's where you dropped them off.
Okay, so...
Or lost. You play a different character until this one comes from your bender.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so how much we don't have any in our stash.
Not right now.
No.
There's no way to put anything in the stash just in case.
I mean, it's just 2 debt, so you lose 2 off your the creds you have right now.
Okay, so
You have 8 creds right now because
So
you
I
have
don't
to spend
overdo it.
1 on your ship upkeep.
I'm going to go out and live it up. I'm guessing we're in the system. There's got to be more than just the ancient world somewhere. So,
Which vice are you indulging?
luxury.
Luxury? Yeah,
I'm fancy.
sure.
I'm so fancy.
There it was. I rolled 2, so I didn't overdo it, but that was one of my actions,
All right.
and I don't
You
want to.
abstained. You just got the 1 ski-doo.
So, what was the perk to taking 2 vices? I remember there was.
There's the thing with 2 vices. You just get 2 things to like.
Okay.
You can always indulge in vices during the game to gain experience by just being an asshole. Like I'm going to drink instead of standing guard, or something like that. So it's a way to gain cheap experience.
Hold off my. Oh shit! So the other actions for what again?
Acquire asset. That's what you do when you upgrade your ship.
I was going to do something about our heat.
Lay low.
Lay low.
I was going to do essentially. I'm going to do some research, find out who this laser chainsaw really is.
Okay.
And I'm going to pin some shit on him.
Probably
heat.
hacker study.
Oh, I don't have either. Fuck.
You could consort and talk with your friend the diplomat, or you could command some criminal allies to tell the cops to lay off of you.
Okay. I don't have command. I've just got consort and sway, so...
Consort, you could also, you can talk to your buddies in the vigilance and tell them to talk about how great you are.
Yeah. And I'm certainly not laser chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this will work and get this crap off the group, I guess. I don't want to take stress to do this, though. That'd be kind of fucked up.
Actually, it just succeeds
because
it's just heat.
Okay.
If you got you had to make a roll for a wanted level. So you just you talk to your friend in the vigilance, and they put in a good word for you. Your heat goes down to 2.
Okay. I'm certainly not laser chainsaw.
All right. So that's your first action.
Well, that was my second. I did the stress.
Oh yeah. So you're done.
Yeah.
I
helped the group.
We could probably skip me because my doctor's going to mysteriously disappear after the session, right?
You could make another. You could be selfless and go treat the poor.
One more time.
One more time, ma'am, madam.
Dixie Frau.
I've just been 3 rolls and nothing.
It's okay. I'm over the gills now. I'm over the gills.
I just want to be part of your
No, that's another one.
I have literally 1 more thing to heal.
They spat seawater at me this time. I wasn't expecting that.
They're surgically removed.
Wait, where'd the seawater come from?
It's just contact high from the hallucinogens you're transporting. Yeah.
Jesus.
Albin was pretty fucked
All right, so gather asset. So how does that
Acquire
work?
asset.
Or acquire asset, sorry.
Temporary use. Let's see. Oh, gain temporary use of an asset. So that's temporary.
Okay.
So that's basically banking things that you can use during jobs.
Okay.
So yeah, if you just want to buy something, you can just buy it. So you don't have to.
So how much are the special abilities? How much does that cost?
You don't have to use downtown for that. So we'll just.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, never mind then. All right.
Yeah.
So I'll do.
Acquire asset is banking up temporary things to burn during the game.
Gotcha.
Have you considered healing me?
I don't have any heal.
You can still roll for it even if you don't have it. Isn't that right?
I pretend they're a couple in the game too.
Okay, technically speaking,
Isn't that right though?
I'm indulging a vice right now. That's the first thing I'm doing.
Technically, if you do roll a die and you roll a 1, it will actually.
I'm only allowing the doctor to do that because that's literally a special thing.
Okay.
So anyway, but you can spend another cred to make another roll. But yeah, that's less cred that you have for the rest of the things.
Right.
You could spend 1 cred and then she heals till a level 1 wound. Regardless.
And that's one of my...
No, it's just one of the group's creds. You guys have 8 creds as a group.
Right.
Yeah. So you could just spend 1 cred, she heals 1. And,
okay, so do that.
All right.
Give me a grabber.
Nah, that should be fine.
I mean,
All right.
if everybody's cool with that.
All right, so yeah, you have 7 creds.
I will need you in
need
working
to
order.
de-stress.
All right,
next
Okay,
call.
fine. Yeah,
All right,
do it.
so you and then to clear all level 1, that would be another one. So it'd be another credit if you wanted to get rid of it entirely, or you could just wait a game to heal it next game.
So essentially, spend 2 creds on me, and I'm not
Wounded at all,
sad
or spend 1 credit and it's a level
pathetic
1 wound.
anymore.
Or 1 cred and you just less effect. Like,
What does less effect mean?
It means effect is
It's
how.
the opposite of prowess.
So yeah, injuries. Decrease the quality of your rolls for physical things. So like you wouldn't be quite as effective as scrambling or fighting, but you'd still be good.
I'm
at
not very
stuff.
good at scrambling or fighting anyway.
so all right, there it is. Yeah, we'll,
All right.
we'll spend the 1 to get you out of
All right.
losing.
So I'm arc, we're down to
dice.
7.
All right. So Fridge, your downtime.
One thing I would like to do, since we are on this colony ship,
You
and it
probably
absolutely,
want to spend
well-
1 to get rid of that.
I am kind of scared.
Well, you're also going to a planet called Lithios, which is in a different system.
Yeah, and we also have downtime too, so we don't heal up between.
No, that's what you have to spend 1 of your things
Yeah.
Oh, to heal.
to
Okay.
heal it.
Yeah.
Okay.
To heal stress or to heal wounds.
Okay. So, all right. So
You have a level 1 wound, right?
Yes, I do have. A
If
level
you spend 1 to recover, you just automatically heal level 1s.
one. Okay. And so, all right, then I'll go ahead and take care of that one at least. So,
Okay.
I don't.
So
have
is
any
my
with
healing
that.
thing still at 5 now?
No, it's filled. It's, you can do it.
So, what is that? Okay. But all right. All right, we'll go ahead and at least take care
All
of
right,
that.
so you got
one.
1 downtime left.
Yep, I do have a lot of stress, but I think I can actually take this one where we're obviously on a ship that has that's like older the progenitor tech on it. So
No, it doesn't. But you're going to a planet that has a bunch of that stuff.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, you're going to Lithios, which is a weird planet. So.
Okay. Could I basically take some time to help prepare the ship and to discuss exchange information as part of a stress relief activity?
What are your vices?
So obligation and weird. So talking to an AI for a colony ship I've never encountered.
That's fine. It works the same way.
Okay.
So choose your lowest attribute out of insight, prowess, or resolve.
Okay. Resolve.
All right. How many? Does it have any?
Nothing.
All right. So you just roll 1 die.
Okay. 2.
2. You remove 2 stress.
All right. Can do.
I too must de-stress.
We're going to this?
All right. What? Everyone here on this side of the table is full now.
Gone.
Right, they're done.
They've all gone.
Yeah. So 6-pack. You got your 2 downtimes. What do you want to do?
I
go
did
dance.
1 was be healed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Second is I'm going to gauge in a vice because I got to de-stress. I
What
have a
vice?
Pleasure.
Okay. That's enough. I don't need to know.
Oh, no, it's fine.
We're done.
And so,
No, this is not bug love.
all right. So, what's your worst attribute? Insight, prowess, or resolve?
The 2 of them are 0. So
All right. So roll 1 die.
3.
You remove 3 stress.
Huzzah.
He just seems sashayed into his nightclub called the Herpetarium.
He's got to go dance.
Now, let me know if you heal more stress than you actually
I had
have.
6 stress.
Okay, so you have 3 left. All right.
Sign that says no molting on the floor.
Yeah.
Tommy, your resolve is actually going to be 1. Your resolve is going to be 1.
Oh. Well, that's fine.
Anyways, so Splash Dance, we already did yours, and so we just have the pilot. Cons.
Well, first one I'm going to engage in Vice.
Which one?
I'm going to use Faith.
All right.
I'm going to sit and pray.
Yeah, Cubics is the holy knight, essentially. You could pray with him, or depending on, I don't know what. Yeah.
So, yeah, my worst is 1.
All right.
1.
Yep.
Awesome.
That means you didn't overindulge, right?
Thanks, dear. Yeah. And then what are my other options again?
So acquire asset, a temporary asset. Craft a thing, indulge a vice, lay low, a long-term project, recover, repair, or train.
So what does train do?
Train gives you an experience point.
Okay. What's our heat level at again?
It's a 2 in the Rin system.
Okay. Well, then nobody minds. I'll just train, I guess.
Yeah.
Better pilots are better.
Mark 1 XP on a attribute or a playbook advancement. So
Okay, so this is one thing I've been really confused about.
Yeah.
I see the playbook advancement. Where's the other stuff?
You would just mark it next to the stat, like a check mark. I don't think it's on this sheet.
so we'll do that. We'll do that off when we're off recorder.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. So that ends that session. I'll roll up some jobs for you guys to try out in Lithios.
Nice.
And we'll continue on next time. So, what do you guys think of your first session?
That's good.
No, a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right.
It's kind of a hard system, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
we had a lot of cock-ups and stuff.
You got to sacrifice to get ahead.
But I like the fact that it actually gives you a non-consequence-free way to basically get an advantage if you need to. It doesn't immediately block you out from doing the action.
True.
So.
Yeah.
But it's not as like hand wavy as Fate.
Yeah.
was, so.
Sure, yeah.
Well, I mean, most things that give you bonus dice cost something, either
Yeah.
stress or Devil's Bargain, which is obviously, you get stabbed.
We played
And, things like that. So, but no, I like it. So we'll play more of it. So next time,
Huzzah!
as we'll see what the Oddballs get up to next time. So,
Bye.
bye.